And welcome to D4, where I, Dustin,
And I, Devin, codium a 5th edition game of Dungeons.
and Dragons.
The movie.
And dragons for free?
Rayon, bring it down.
Sorry. I'll calm down.
First, we want to say Happy Easter, Passover, and the Spring Equinox all ben Ayir. Although not everyone celebrates these holidays, because we are an amazing world of diverse humans compiled of countless beliefs, we want to say thank you to all of you, celebrating or not, for taking the time out of your schedule to watch or listen to our silly little show filled with emotions.
So many emotions.
Hopefully we will not have to bring anybody back to life tonight or paint any eggs with lamb's blood. But you never know.
Second one just sounds like fun.
Also, sadly, we do not have the lovely KP joining us once again. As the lovable Shervy, something came up last minute, but we know he is still getting settled in after a big move and has a lot of personal life excitement happening for him. So we wish him the best. We will miss him and Shervy for the time being. But in lighter news, we want to say happy birthday to our sound engineer and mixer, Alex Ferre, as it was his birthday yesterday.
Lawrence was Wednesday.
Happy birthday to Lauren on Wednesday.
Happy birthday, babies.
Speaking of birthdays, Beetle and Grimm just celebrated their 5th year of creating amazing boxes full of lore and treasure for truly elevates any official Wizards of the Coast campaign. In that celebration, they are bringing back the first box that started it all with the campaign that started D4. Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Now in Silver Edition. You get Waterdeep specific DM screen with quick reference to important details within the story for DM, a changeable isometric city street battle maps, canvas map of Waterdeep, 44 encounter cards, 10 in-world handouts, 3 bonus adventures, with so much more, including your own Stone of Golor. Also, they have new GM journals with customized covers, and with as much chaos that can happen in a fully functioning city, you're gonna need one to keep track of everything that is happening. You take it from us, you're gonna need it. So go get both of those goblin goodies over at beetleandgrims.com.
I made a mistake. I made a big mistake.
Oh, I know this mistake.
I hadn't been to look at what new dice Die Hard Dice had put out for a while, and they have some really pretty dice that they put out, and I bought all of them. Going back to the last set I had bought. I bought a lot of dice because they're really pretty. They've done these absolutely gorgeous kind of classic designs. They've got 3 new metal sets that had come out since I had last bought some, including a couple collaborations they did. And then there were other Die Hard affiliates that had sets come out. So I had to buy all of them. And I feel like it has enriched my life, even though I totally should have broken it up into multiple purchases. But you can be a lot smarter than me and treat yourself and head on over to dieharddice.com. Maybe buy a couple sets. Wait till your next paycheck. Buy a couple more sets. Be smart about it. And while you're doing that, why not use code D4BFFs or D4BFGs to get 10% off that order, which means you can get like another 2 sets. And yeah.
Are we skipping to me? We're out of order now.
I know.
I usually go last.
So anyway, a little movie came out recently. I don't know if you've heard of it, called Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves, or Dungeons and Dragons Hat. So if Hat really got you in the mood to play some more D&D, but the problem is you don't have the source books for doing all the cool stuff that you saw in the movie, well, good news for you. Currently, you can get up to 40% off D&D Essentials on dndbeyond.com, and the sale ends today. So head on over to dndbeyond.com and get you 40% off those source books that you crave so much.
Right, meow.
Right meow.
Ray, could you do me a favor and get the lights? Behold, it is Eldon Kevin from deep within his man cave. Far away, the best powerful and the wizard of all time, here to tell you about Eldritch Foundry. Yes, Eldritch Foundry, the best place to get the miniatures for your table. Eldon Kevin has conjured up something fantastic and new for you. Use D4D&D to get 15% off your own Eldritch Foundry miniature. Make him in the image of Eldritch Kevin. And once you have your own Eldon Kevin on your table, he will create more savings for you. No promises there, though. Perhaps that Eldon Kevin has to read some magazines or get on the internet and look at chat rooms and argue with people. Eldon Kevin is a very powerful and busy person. Eldon Kevin constantly has opinions that only he holds. And Eldon Kevin must tell everyone about those opinions. So, make sure you check out Eldritch Foundry to make your own miniatures and pose them whatever poses you like in their new posable posing thing within the character creator. Eldon Kevin demands this of you from within the cave, the man cave. Okay, you can turn the lights back there. Okay, there it is.
Okay, I want an Eldon Kevin hot take every week.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Kevin can fight!
I'll take dogs are just tiny wolves.
Especially corgis.
All dogs are just big cats!
They are, actually.
Your turn, Catkins.
It's my turn. So, Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. Well, right now they're doing an Idle Champions spotlight on Antrius. And with a beautiful voice and a glorious mane of hair, Antrius is always ready to charm everyone around. His swordcraft may be mostly flourish and fancy footwork, but he backs up his friends in inspiring words while viciously mocking his enemies. Might sound a little familiar, I don't know. But then again, like, I don't think Harold has nice enough hair to really be compared, in all honesty. Because if you look at you have to go to look at the mane of hair. You should go look at it right now. It's beautiful.
And what's the code, Catkins?
And there's a code. There's a code below us. Right? I'm sorry. I got a little distracted by the fact that I was worried for my life on Ethan here about to attack me for everything that he's worth. But also, after you go look at that luscious locks of hair, you should also look at the code below us.
Lily
and that
Ray
code is a secret code. You have to visibly look at us to know it. It could sound something like Lily Gravoy if you really mush it all together. But I don't know. Maybe you should look at it and tell me how you pronounce it. And that's it. That's what I got. That's what I got.
Hell yeah. That was
That's
beautiful.
Thank you.
Without further... Oh, yeah.
And if you feel like supporting us in many various ways and getting little trinkets and oddities or beautiful shirts or mugs or glasses or wine glasses, we have anything your heart could desire at d4dndrpg.com. There's a lot of triple letters there. D4DND. The first is 2 letters. Well, and a number. I'm losing it. D4DNDRPG.com. The dot makes up for the 2 in the beginning.
Why do you always say .com and not .com?
Because it's all 3s, except for the D and the 4.
The big facility things, the governmental, are all 3-letter organizations,
Right.
so that's what we're going for. But without further ado, let us immerse ourselves.
Into the Chronicles of D4.
This is what you get for puns.
My hair is perfect!
back.
Last time on Delight, Despair, Delirium, and Dream, the BFGs appear in the realm of fairy, lost within the ever-expanding forest, tied to the infinity tree, lorded over by a vengeful archfey dryad, hell-bent on dooming all who destroy her lands. Their emotions feed and shape the world around each of them personally, as pouring rain in difficult terrain follows those who are sad. Deep shadows and unseen creatures with menacing teeth and piercing eyes follows those that are scared and anxious. And a few of the party glow with exuberant happiness.
Shockingly, I did.
After trying to console each other to varying degrees of success and learning that the forest can hear their words, they start wandering off into the woods, aimlessly hoping to find someone or something to clue them on which way to go. The woods are tricky and repetitive, as it all basically looks the same to any untrained eye. They decide to rest after what they can only assume is a day's worth of travel, despite the sun never leaving dusk.
Just as they were about to make camp, Seisha spotted a small campfire where they investigated and found a small sentient mushroom named Forble Goldcap.
Yes, it was Forble Goldcap. That's who it was.
And this adorable creature was using butter as a body lotion before he and his friends were going to settle in for a makeshift hot tub of boiling water in a pot for dinner. While the group tried to get the little guy to understand he was being tricked into being eaten, they were met by a fey-touched goblinoid creature named Gork Nailbiter, whose teeth were a bunch of rusted nails protruding from his gums.
In service for offering him company and hospitality, he gave them information about a few knights they might encounter along the way to the Mercandraw. There was Oberon's famed hunter, the Green Knight, the 3 Knights of Mercandraw, Bright Day, Red Sun, and the Black Knight. And before explaining their significance, he ends the warning with a fey magic pun of the Good Knight, as Petunia is instantly arrested into slumber.
Before the creature can whisk away, he is paralyzed as Harold threatened him in fury and rage over the supposed attack on Petunia, despite it being a harmless joke. However,
You can play that all you want.
was anybody hurt?
That was assault.
I could have hit
Hey,
my head.
he wasn't hurt either. Everybody's on the same level.
However, in his anger, Harold began to burst into flames as he was then ensnared and dragged away from the party, igniting the ground in his wake. The party was confronted by an enraged and dying dryad who had been cut in twain and severed from her tree. Her ire seemed to be focused on Harold as he had the mark of the huntsman, the curse bestowed by Daylily, the archfey dryad, to all who destroy the wood, a mechanical limb.
After calming her down through persuasions of reconciling misunderstandings, offerings of hospitality, and healing the dryad, she agrees to return hospitality by watching over them for the night, and return the favor of easing her pain by getting one of her sisters to take them to the edge of the forest that borders the outskirts of the Mercandraw. The group spends the night together and finds the dryad they helped was gone. In her death, now nothing more than a full-sized, beautiful wooden sculpture sitting peacefully on a log. But she wasn't the only one to change, as the Feywilds have a way of changing those that find slumber within its realm. Shervy's changing form wildly shifts with her emotion. Vinley, sneezing, sparkling dust, to V, everyone looks like an elf, including herself. Harold slips further into his ties with the Fae as he must create a Fae circle in order to long rest. Petunia's eyes shift to match those of whom she is talking to, and Karina's form becomes more hourglass in shape as she loses a pound of flesh. As Seisha perceives all combustions, even the smallest, as a nuclear bomb.
This is gonna be good.
At the edge of Shervy's magical hut, resembling her family's old Vardo wagon, they see another dryad, waiting for them to emerge. The dryad does not talk much and quickly transports the group to the edge of the forest, where they are met with a sea of tall rust grass, across a degrading marshland that dissolves into a sweltering, waterlogged black bog. The only place in all of Fairy that is touched by the starless night sky. The party braves the metal-eating grass as some mount atop V and Seisha's magical steed. While traversing through the grass, Karina stumbles across a dead corpse, whose injuries match those in the story the Dryad told the night before of how woodwoads were made, and found a journal that had notes and warnings from a prime material person navigating their way through the realms of the Feywild. As the group breaks beyond the threshold of the dark hag Mother's Swamp, that is where we pick up tonight's story.
So no one's gonna be upset if I take this corpse, is what I'm hearing.
Easy enough, you can take this corpse.
Have we complained about any?
Our corpse is weird
few.
here.
No.
Like, is it okay to take that one? It's not gonna, like,
Okay.
do its own thing later?
Does the
Is it
corpse, I have
fatal?
a question. Does the corpse look like an elf to me?
The corpse does have elven features, although it has been long dead. So, like, the skeletal
Elven bone
structure
I'm
has...
just trying to figure out to what degree do I see everyone as an elf.
It looks like it has really nice bone structure.
Alright, that's really high cheekbones
Yeah.
on that skull. Okay, so, V kind of stops and goes, are you guys not, like, more concerned about the fact that everyone except Vinley looks a little different? Huh?
What do you mean?
You know, like, do I look shorter to you guys?
No.
I don't. And then she, like, kind of, like, looks in her little compact mirror again and is like, are y'all sure? And then she also, like, turns the mirror to see if it reflects them the same way.
When the mirror reflects them, nobody's heights change. They,
Oh,
like...
it's just features. Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they all look like different height-sized elves. They're, like...
Got it. Okay.
Their hair and their feature and their clothes all stay the same. You still have your tribal markings.
It's just spatial. It's just bone structure.
But yeah,
and
bone
ears.
structure and everything is changed. And when she turns it to you all, you just see yourselves in a mirror. But to you, V,
Shit.
Oh, that's
Oh no! I got a little smudge on my head.
Wait, hang on. What?
Okay, we're good now. Sorry. You're right.
just gonna
So
go up to-
I'm the only person who notices everyone has much higher cheekbones and pointy ears then.
No, but is something wrong with my eyes?
I'm gonna go up to V.
Do I see her eyes change when she looks at me?
you do see her eyes change when she looks at you. Hold on, you were saying, Karina?
I'm gonna go up to V and just grab both of her hands and, like, start patting them around my face and over my ears. What does she feel?
What do I feel? Do I
Specifically,
feel
it
the
said
pointy
looks.
ears?
Because if it's
So-
just looks, then when she touches my ears, she'll know that they're not pointed.
Yeah, you feel the round tips.
Is it like a mirage where
Yeah.
it's like,
They, like,
okay, I'm
shimmer
just
a
like,
bit.
okay, I don't know why, but everyone looks like an elf to me.
Oh.
Oh, that sounds
Um,
not so bad.
Except, I mean, Vinley looks exactly the same, but Harold's ears are a little longer, cheekbones a little sharper.
Face is a little more smudged. Also, your eyes are really creeping me out.
What did I do? What did I do?
It's as if I'm seeing the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen other than yours.
We need to get out of here.
This place is weird. I kind of like it.
You all would notice that whenever Petunia looks at any of you, you distinctly see her eyes shift in color, maybe even design, shape. And especially when she
God.
looks at Seisha, and everybody
Yeah.
can see this, she looks at Seisha and her left eye begins to smoke.
Oh, no.
What? Your eyes are changing. Ah, wow, they look great.
Petunia,
Not
can
as
I
good
try
as yours,
something?
but close.
Petunia, could I try something?
Sure.
I'm gonna lean in and look and wait until they transform to Vinley's eyes. And then I'm gonna quickly and rapidly start shifting through thaumaturgy and see if it keeps up with the changing of my eyes through thaumaturgy.
It is only Vinley's eyes.
Oh.
And you notice that when she looks at Shervy, no matter what form Shervy is, and you see Shervy just kind of shifting a lot now. It's not in panic, but kind of just like there's a whole lot of emotions happening right now. And You see that her shape and form is constantly changing to different humanoids. But whenever Petunia looks at her, it is always solid white.
I go over to Shirvy and just kind of slip my hand into hers and start humming that song again.
Wait, I have an idea. I'm gonna go up to Petunia, and I'm gonna put my two hands like this in between her eyes, and I'm gonna stand on one side and pull Venli to the other side. Does she get one eye from each of us?
Yeah, she gets heterochromia.
Yeah!
How much time did you guys spend planning for tonight for us to just play with Petunia's eyes all night?
We got a lot to go. Let's move it along.
So it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt.
So we all got
Nothing's
a
changing.
little
It's just
weirdness
I guess it's just weird. It's fine. I think.
Yeah, we saw that little
I
weirdness.
feel fine.
I feel fine.
I
feel
feel fine,
good.
except for the smudge.
Yeah, you really should take care of
These
that.
grass leaves are really
Oh,
starting
so
to tickle my nose.
Sounds like it.
And then I sneeze.
And then an explosion of glitter.
Oh my gosh.
That was a nuclear bomb.
Sorry, Alex.
Did you fall off of Bernie?
I knew to expect something, but not that.
Sorry, that was intense.
Seisha?
You're telling me I have glitter on my face.
You can prestidigitate it.
Not glitter.
Glitter, the one substance you can't prestidigitate away.
No, that makes sense.
Did you
Okay.
fall
Sorry,
off, Bernie?
Alex. I did. Oh, are we still in the grass?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
No, we're where we slept, aren't we?
No.
No, we walked all the way up. I stayed in the grass.
Okay.
But multiple people were up out of the grass. You were on Bernie.
I'm on a horse.
Yeah. Harold and Seisha are on the horse. I think Petunia is
Too late
on
for that.
Petunia's on V's shoulders, I think I recall.
Yes.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
I think me and Venli are the
I
only
will
ones
say it-
standing in the grass.
I would say at disadvantage because you were
Played and in full panic.
no that the second one is the big reason why.
Yeah, because you're right at the edge of this. They're going into the
Next
threshold
area.
of the swamp.
14.
14. Okay.
What are you doing right now?
Well, I fall into the grass, and she kind of blinks for a moment, and then recovers herself and realizes she's in the grass. And I'm going to try to leap back onto Bernie.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm going to Misty Step onto Bernie.
Okay. Then you don't need to do the second dexterity saving.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me just cast that real quick.
Yeah.
That's a good use of a spell.
You hit and like just a little bit because you were literally right at the threshold, waiting to cross into the swamp, and you hit just on the edge, and so part of you was kind of in the swamp, part of you in this tall grass, and you were able to kind of shift out of the way as it like reaches for you, like almost going for your armor.
You all see that as you're passing through this grass, it latches onto you, not like entanglement, but like static.
Yeah.
It's something very like a feather to static is how it drapes across you. As
Got
you all
socks on your back.
realized last time that if you were injured, it would be pulling the rust from your blood.
Yep.
Or not rust, but the iron
The
from
iron,
your
yep. And so as you kind of pull yourself up, like Misty, quickly you look down, and the smallest buckle on your boot, you see just rusting away. But that is all that was caught in it.
Can anyone stop stuff from rusting?
No,
Okay. Bye, Buckle.
I can fix it after it's broken and rusted.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and you injured.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Oh, wow, that was a really good Shirvy. Yeah, are you okay?
I think so.
Okay.
That is an extremely good shirt.
Disturbingly good, Dustin.
I miss KP so much.
Are we all just going to just gloss over the fact that you dove off your horse into that?
Did you not see the size of that explosion?
It came
It's
out of my
glitter. I
nose.
understand the fear, but like, no, it was like standard sneeze glitter fare, which I only know because of that store on our block.
That was like the Big Bertha of sneezes, Harold.
I don't think it is.
I think this might be why. I think this might be along the same lines of maybe V thinking everyone's an elf. I think you might think every explosion's doomsday. Maybe, possibly, or at least that one. Maybe someone sneezing.
No, I did not think it was doomsday. I knew.
Okay,
Isn't that
all right.
kind of what the
Okay.
Feywild is?
The rest of us aren't really alarmed by it, so maybe think about that for like a second.
I will do my best not to sneeze around you.
Put it into consideration. I hope I don't sneeze around
Hand
you.
you
Oh my
a
god.
handkerchief to muffle it.
Yeah, you want the doomsday of sneezes? V can really send them.
Oh, please, no.
I'll do my best. Don't make me sneeze.
I don't think it would be good if we destroyed the Feywild.
We don't plan to.
Okay.
All right, then it's onward we go.
I'll take an allergy potion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I get one of those? Sorry.
Same.
Says the voice. No.
Yeah, the two bronchitis babies over here.
Can I get one of those, please?
Oh, just wait. I'm building him. He'll be here next week.
As soon as you all break the threshold, you feel an eerie dread take over you. That feeling that some of you had in the forest while scared or anxious now overcomes everyone. And you all feel like prey that just somehow wandered into a predator's den. But suddenly, there's a light course of music that breaks through, and you see a concussive wave of sound rushing towards you. It is beautiful. An uplifting lullaby which, juxtaposed to the surrounding quagmire of fetid wet and filth, seems extremely out of place.
You said concussive.
You can see, like, this wave of sound kind
Okay.
of coming towards you.
Okay.
However, you all get the feeling from this music that you start to hear as, like, this wind washes past you. The feeling of a protective force. That is scared and harsh in tone, like a parent scolding a child out of fear of losing them. And you look over to see Shervy as her form shifts to that of a little girl with tears streaming down her smiling face.
It's my mother's. They're singing the song that they wrote me to sing me to sleep. They're telling me I can go no further. Oh, I'm sure I'll see you again.
With that, her last words, you all hear an ear-piercing tone like a hammer banging against a tuning fork as you watch Shervy's form wash away in a flutter of glowing light and glitter. And with her leave, the blessing of Queen Titania leaves with her.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You can,
Arcana check?
somebody can do an Arcana check.
I'll flip Petunia.
Yeah.
I got a
Oh,
17.
journey. 22.
22. You do not get it, but Petunia.
Yep. There is a spell layered with another spell. First being contingency, followed by plane shift.
And you can put
Followed by
together that.
Contingency followed by plane shift.
Okay.
That's what the ringing was.
Yep. You can put together that Shervy's mothers did come here at some point and put a contingency that if Shervy ever stepped foot in the Mercandraw, she would be whisked away to protect her.
Oh.
Okay, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. That was contingency and plane shift. That's okay. I think that's okay. That wasn't a bad thing. I don't think she's still here anymore. But I don't think we have to worry about her.
I wonder where she went.
Hopefully back to them.
I hope she's okay.
She's following the trail.
Well, she's
She'll be
probably in a
okay.
less dangerous place than we are now. So
No choice but to continue.
That reminds me. are we all okay if I put my armor back on now that we're out of the metal eating?
Yes, very much
Yes,
so.
please,
Thank you.
please.
Will someone help me?
I'll help.
Thank you.
While this is happening, Petunia, if you would like to make a history check.
I'd love to. I love history checks.
This is for the knights.
18?
18, okay. You do not get everything, but you do get some stuff. Origins of the three knights are unclear as stories differ with each tale. Some say they may be serving the grandmother Winter for a time in exchange for a favor or bargain, or they may be cursed to replace a previous horseman that they slew. In either case, Baba Yaga is the source of their power. The horsemen are innately connected to the domain of time. Each represents part of the day as measured by the sun. Bright day is bound to and governs dawn to midday. Red sun from midday to sundown. And Black Night rules until daybreak. While Baba Yaga herself is wily and capricious, her three horsemen are bound to cosmological forces that are uniform and constant, which is reflected in their alignment and demeanor.
These mounted knights each dress in colors and lacquered armor and trappings to suit their name. They wield great swords, as swift as dawn, as bright as the blazing sun, and as cold as the grave. It is also said that they represent many things. In some stories, they represent the aspects of a hero's journey or allegory for their inner turmoil for the protagonist and the three trials they must face, but also said to represent the journey of one's life through the three aspects of life, conflict and death. Some say they are the judge, jury, and executioner for the old witch to carry out her will.
All right, and Petunia will convey that by being like, "Oh, I think there was a bit in my dissertation about that," and she like goes into her book and be like, "Yeah, okay," and then she explains that whole thing to everyone.
Interesting.
I have my portent. I don't think I rolled my portent.
Could be helpful.
No, for
Could
today
be
you did not.
No, I did not. Sorry,
detrimental.
I will do that.
Well, it sounds like some of them will be. I would imagine maybe morning is kinder. Red sun is probably neutral. And Black night is dark.
Why are you assuming any of them are good? They work for her. We got
what I
to
was
assume
gonna say.
that they're all kind of bad in different, interesting ways.
I would-
Fun bad.
I would think Red Sun would be also. I mean, haven't you heard Red Sky at night, Sailor's Delight, Red Sky in the morning, Sailors take warning?
No, but now I do.
Gary, I'll
That's cool. I mean, it's not.
It is cool. It's just in the current circumstances, it terrifies us.
Yes.
But something Red Sun sounds like a warning.
It is scorching.
Yeah.
Maybe if we just find ourselves, does anybody have grease or something that we can polish with, and we can make them as shiny as we want and like trade that for safe passage? I think that's what most knights are into. Like we just kind of grease them up.
I have a lot of that.
That's true. That is very true.
What, Harold, why do you think knights want to be greased up?
Well, what do
No,
they use
polish.
to polish themselves with, right? Grease.
I don't know that I've ever met a greasy knight.
They use it for polish.
If it's good enough for a penguin, it's got to be good enough for them.
What's a penguin?
Harold,
Yeah.
never speak of that greasy Kenku penguin again.
Okay, I won't.
So this is the greasy Kenku penguin, as I'm filling Karina in on it.
Labyrinth of Leviathan,
Yeah.
part one.
Okay.
All right, so are you all entering the swamp?
Yeah.
I am gonna give Harold a small bag of grease,
You get some
just
lard.
in case. Yeah, you get some
You get a little
lard.
tub of lard.
You get a little tub. Plenty more where that came from.
That is awesome and terrifying.
A tub of wares, and the wares is grease. Stepping through the marshlands, your feet become wet and caked with mud.
Oh, good.
Not in these boots, they're Vessies.
And everything here is difficult to walk through as you try to navigate the waterlogged area that varies between gripping mud that is shin deep to water ponds deep enough to submerge you up to your neck. More so.
Which neck? We have varying heights here.
Yeah.
That causes
Varying
concern.
depths.
Okay.
Are you on someone's shoulders?
No,
or,
I'm walking on my own.
Do you want to get up here with me?
I'll hop
Not
down.
till it's above my head.
Okay.
You are entering the swamp with Misty, right?
No, because I've seen Neverending Story. I'm not doing that.
Did you see Dustin's delight at that
I
clip?
did.
He was ready.
Death by sad.
But more so, the water in front of you is brown and murky, and you are taken aback as the small bubble pops in the water in front of you and exhales a gaseous smell that reminds you of old, rotting cheese. You look ahead and see bubbles popping all over the path forward, and you get the ominous feeling that is probably best to be avoided.
Need everybody to make survival checks, please.
Wait, I think I'm good at that.
I would hope.
I hope somebody is.
I'm good at so little in this game. Let me have this.
Very niche. All right.
Okay.
I feel like the only reason I rolled a 22
Oh,
is
thank
because
God.
I these shoulders.
Nice.
Wait,
That's exactly why.
All right, V, give me a survival check if you didn't hear.
Alright, hold on. Let me roll a die.
I'm fine.
Oh no. Maybe V doesn't do so great because Petunia's on her shoulder. Oh, did everyone already?
All right.
Yeah.
Karina, what'd you get?
27.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
V, what did you get?
5.
There we go. Sounds good.
Seisha,
Natural 20 for a 22.
Nice.
Sorry, Petunia.
Vinley,
21.
damn.
Harold.
11.
There we go. All right. I need.
Don't forget.
And then Petunia, you were 22, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. V and Harold, please.
Roll a d8.
It's like deja vu.
Oh man.
It's
Flops, my natural enemy.
Yep.
2.
Okay.
Alright. 4.
Okay. I'll start with Harold. Harold, I'm gonna send you this in a.
Okay. That means
the-
we're both gonna have a lot of fun with this.
They
okay.
fail the roll because V almost drops Petunia and Harold looks up.
V, for you, this is everybody's going to instantly notice. Everybody's going to instantly notice Harold's as well. But you just start hiccuping uncontrollably, and it is
that
violent
hurts.
hiccups. It's like someone punching you in the diaphragm every time. To the
Can I
point.
catch Petunia?
She doesn't drop Petunia, but is Petunia. Your ride is a lot more rough now. Yeah. But you will not be able to cast spells, which
Can she smite?
Smiting is not a spell, so yes.
Okay, just making sure because it
Yep.
uses a slot.
Use a spell slot.
Or in order to, you have to make a concentration check to cast the spell.
And then you have disadvantage on stealth checks.
Well,
I
yeah.
kinda already did.
Yep. And this lasts
In my
for
own special way.
1 hour of you traveling through the swamp.
Damn.
Love it.
Ew.
Sorry, Petunia.
It's okay.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
more worried about this one.
Was it?
Oh no.
Stop believing about it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Are we in the Black Lodge?
Jubileem?
Oh,
It's
no.
Jubileem. Gibalava.
Lay on hands for 5
Oh,
points.
that's
It's
all
all
I
I got.
You lay on hands for 5 points?
Yes.
It is not a disease or a poison.
It's all I got.
Oh no, Harold.
I could try to remove curse.
I think this is along the lines of a madness.
Oh no.
Blup, 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 blup.
Harold was gonna do the talking.
Aha, Mapaseb!
Oh, it might be more than just words, I think.
What?
Harold,
Mr. Bobby.
Harold, you're speaking another language and we can't understand you. We're gonna have to charades this.
Can you hold up your left hand?
Hold up your left hand. Left hand.
Oh,
Okay, you can understand us. We can't understand you.
Say, babe.
Karina's gonna switch to Dwarvish, which he doesn't speak, and just rattle off a bunch of things. That's what you sound like. Not Dwarvish, but your own thing.
Can I speak to him in the bond?
Wait, do I have... Don't I
As you go
have
to
a
speak
thing
to him
for
in the
language?
bond, it comes back still gobbledygook.
Hold on.
All right, I might have to end this.
Harold, don't talk.
Wait, hold on.
Your speaking
Out of
privileges have
curiosity,
been revoked.
I'm gonna cast Comprehend Languages.
Let me look at the exact wording of this.
I believe it's you
Don't
can
think it
understand
works.
any language.
He's not. He is literally.
But you wouldn't know that until you cast it.
Yep.
It says you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear. You also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface on which it's written.
Yep, and it is not a language.
It's not.
It also doesn't decode secret messages or arcane sigils, so...
Yeah, it's just...
Damn.
It's just gibberish.
It's literally just gibberish.
Okay, Harold. Harold, seriously.
Say bubble.
You
Bev.
are... No, hang on. Yes, you are not making sense to us. I know.
More so than usual, honey.
Of?
More so.
Really?
Of?
Oh.
So maybe let's just hold off on you doing the talking until when you want to talk, say something in our heads, and we'll let you know if you make sense or not so that we don't upset any of the Fae.
Stibbliv.
I'm going to hand him a piece of paper and a pencil.
Coolio.
Can you write down what you're trying to say?
He starts writing, and the paper falls apart because he's covered in swamp.
It just becomes waterlogged.
The only thing you get out of it is "I'm okay" at the top.
That's fine then. There was this kind of people back home.
so
They
yes
spoke
or
a
no questions
gibberish
then.
language.
Got it.
We just learned
Level
to
up.
charades it and draw it out.
Love you.
The Bevsiv.
Their language was called Simlish.
Oh, this is gonna go well.
You know, as he talks more, I'm
starting to
don't know-
get it.
I know. I'm starting to understand him a little bit.
It's kind of Frenchish.
I need to know what everybody's doing right now.
Karina is doing the... Because this happened to me on a film set and I was knee deep in mud. She's doing the Stairmaster in the mud to keep from going further down. She's trying to maintain a base level.
Okay. Are you moving forward, or are you just kind of staying where you are?
I'm slowly keeping a pace
I was about
forward.
to say, I assumed we were moving
Not quite
forward.
taking full steps because I'm Stairmastering,
Okay.
but get kind of
I mean, we're in difficult terrain, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so.
Oh yeah.
I'm was it like the Scooby-Doo creep where they're like on the fingertips?
But yes, if you were staying still trying to deal with this problem, that would have everybody roll again. But if you are moving forward,
I'm desperately fighting back.
And I
several
am
sneezes.
watching. Like, eyes peeled, looking around, because, yeah.
furthering into the marshy swamp of rotting, waterlogged trees, you see an overlying fog that clings to the ground. You see these trees are kind of like perched up out of the water in some spots, but completely submerged in others, almost like standing on their roots. They all just seem completely wet and gross. It's hard to distinguish what is alive and what is dead from all of the swamp and moss overgrowth. But the fog that hazes out from your view, it obscures everything about 500 feet deep into the forest.
Seisha actually relaxes seeing it.
You all see a faint glow from underneath Seisha's armor. The area around you begins to become lit with this deep, fetid green glow of floating orbs bobbing and dancing as they blink and fade through the forest. As one gets close to you, you hear the cries and screams of people lost in the murk and draw. And in the dim light of these arcane lights, you see the Widowmaker trees are littered with trinkets tied up like hanging effigies or trophies.
No, I'm really scared right about now.
That's okay. I've got you, love. And
Okay, I don't ever come into this swamp.
That's okay. Here, go in
This
the
is-
bag.
this-
We'll wrap you up
oh,
nicely.
Oh, yeah. That's
Okay,
that's
get
nice.
get
Okay,
you
yeah,
some
thanks.
fabric around you, and
yeah.
I'll hold you tight.
Since I'm walking next to Karina during this, Vinley's going to take in these orbs floating nearby and just kind of put her arm or her hand on Karina's shoulder and says, "Hey, I think we need to be ready for a fight. I don't feel right about this." And as she does that, a crescent moon forms in her eye when she looks at you. And I'm going to grant you a vigilant blessing, which means the next time you roll initiative, you do it with advantage.
Thank you.
Nice.
And behind that moon, you see a little, very, very, very small constellation of a dragon.
What is everybody doing as they're wandering through this part of the swamp?
Tongue up des to Boris action.
Sure.
Tunlap! Tamald!
What are we supposed to do about
Is he
him?
saying turn left?
I don't know, but I didn't really consider this until just now. What if we get there and Harold still can't communicate? You know,
The song validated!
The-
I'm beginning to see what we're talking about!
Mama,
Harold, you still don't make sense.
I'm solving Sam again!
Of course that makes sense.
Harold, you make sense. Like, I have a chill about that sneeze.
I'm fighting one.
Yeah. Orf indeed.
Kiss Orf!
That
Oof.
too.
I think it was oof.
I think if Harold isn't able to talk, maybe Petunia and Karina should do the talking.
You're right,
I mean, I
Ashley.
know
Bestel befeb. Kinsabik.
I hope you're okay.
a lot
I'm
about
sure
But just in
I'll be
case.
fine.
especially. I did a whole thing on them. It's how it's why we met.
Wait.
Yo,
Kind
Seb.
of how we met.
Harold.
I'm gonna assume that means yes, dear, you're right.
Seb.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Harold, do you speak thieves' cat?
Gilfavob.
Ah.
Do you?
No, where I'm from though, there was a kind of thieves' kind of sign language.
Seisha signs, oh, like this?
And Korea Dang it. He could have signed to us.
That would have been handy.
Dorsenep.
Right?
Hey, you all-
Over it for night.
No.
All right, well, let's keep going. And Seisha just kind of is occasionally trailing her hand through the fog and scooping it up and watching it fall again.
Okay. Nobody wants any cool trinkets? Got it.
Hell no. This is a
Wait,
Fey
what?
Forest swamp place.
I was actually
I mean,
going
There
to
could be
those,
mithril armor hanging.
Trinkets.
those trees that are half out of the water. I wanted to try and climb up on just an easy one, not trying to make a athletics, but try and climb up onto the roots to see if I can get a better vantage point and get out of the mud a little bit as the smallest one.
Okay, yeah. So as you're doing this, you can find one that has like a ledge. All of them are still like water soaked and slippery,
Yeah.
but you can find one that's easy enough. And with that, you can see you three at the table, Seisha, Vinley, and Karina, your passive perceptions. As you're actively looking around, you pick up on being watched. And out of the far-off reaches of the mist, you see the soft glow, no longer green. but what looks like torchlight, softened and obscured by the fog. As you focus, now that you've noticed it, you see a hellish rider atop a burning black nightmare. The knight wears armor made of black iron adorned with jagged, angled, sharp edges and protruding gnarled and pitted blades. And with a huff and snort of smoke from the demon rider's horse, the fog billows, and in a blink of an eye, the rider is gone once again.
There's a rider. Black one.
Did all of us see him or just Karina?
You three.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Pretty horse.
Looking from where I am, where he was. Are there trees further past him?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this place is going to be a myriad of forests and
Just
treacherous
keeping escape
swamps,
plans in mind.
swampy terrains. You know from the area that you're in, like, that horse should have been at least halfway submerged.
No, that was a demon horse. It's magical and special, and I want to make it my friend.
I assume with Karina, while in the Feywild, she's scoping every tree around her for an escape plan.
What you notice looking around at all of these trees, you start looking at these trinkets. Just because you're actively looking, it's gonna
I'm specifically actively looking at the fun thing.
I'm specifically actively looking for anyone to reach for one.
Okay. They looked, for those that have been to Mama Uwe's shop, it definitely feels like the adornments that she holds in her area, but where those are like protections and like arcane embellishments imbued into things, these look like not fun trinkets.
Like hex bags?
No.
Warnings.
No. These just look like everyday, normal things.
Like a hairbrush.
Yeah. Something that may mean something to someone.
This is unsettling.
Some things look kind of neat, but most of them are just...
Is that a purple sock?
Do not touch it. Wait a minute.
Smells. Oh my god.
Huh. Okay. I put the pair back. I have both of them, but it's like the same. Huh. Okay.
Fool a noob. Fool
Right?
a noob.
Yeah.
Going forward, we need another survival check.
I don't want it, because I'm not going to do that.
I'm not gonna do as well. I didn't do as well.
I'm fine.
I hope this is good enough.
All right.
V.
I'm supposed to roll a survival check?
Yeah, roll survival. Everybody roll survival.
Okay, I thought that was only a couple people doing that. I didn't realize everyone was doing
It's
it.
all good.
Okay, let's see how this goes. That's a 2.
Okay.
Oh,
that's
God.
Strong 2. Go.
Petunia, do you have any rerolls?
Well, I rolled a 1, which became
Oh.
a 2.
Wait, she rolled
a 1.
Oh, you rolled a 1?
Yes.
I rolled a 1,
Reroll it.
actually.
You can reroll that.
I can reroll. I will reroll it. Thank you. I forgot about your halflingness.
Your halflingness.
So that's a 6.
Cool. Good.
It is better.
Okay.
Harold.
6.
Yeah,
Good.
twins.
Gulzabalob.
Petunia.
Well, I feel better because I got more than that. I got a 7.
Darn it. It was almost a good number.
I just fall over with you on my back.
Vinley.
14.
Okay.
Stacia.
19 for a 21.
Yeah.
And
I didn't do as good.
And Karina.
26.
Naturally.
Let me have this. We're gonna leave here, and I'm gonna be useless again.
Let's see. Hits. Harold, what's your AC?
What?
15?
Hits.
No,
Wait,
you
no,
have
I
to
mean,
speak in
Ghoul
gibberish.
Bob! Ghoul Bob! You have to figure it out!
And Vinley, yours?
Goowob. 17.
17. Okay, Petunia doesn't get hit.
Oh my god, amazing.
That's awesome.
So V, Harold, and Vinley, you all take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as the branches and the trees around you sway and slam against the party wandering through this area as whipping vines and branches and razor vines just slash across and cut
See,
against
this
you.
is why people cut you down.
Meanwhile, Karina's like, oh, that's a bad tree.
Oh, that looked like it hurt.
I told you that was
Stab
a
it, Ed!
Okay, I'm okay. V, I don't
Bad,
think I'm gonna hear
Trunky,
you.
bad.
Yeah.
And then,
Are you guys okay?
That was
Do you need-
14 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure I got that number right.
Echoing off of these rotting trees out from all around you is the familiar voice of a goblinoid that found you in the Dryad forests.
those lights, those aren't drift globes, and they're not a greenhorn's dancing cantrip. Those are the souls of the lost. If you thought the forest was bad, it's so much easier to get lost out here. And if you get lost, well, the twins might find you. They aren't as nice as me. Very creepy. Also, you have to make sure to not lose anything. People aren't the only things that get lost. Out here, you can lose your keys, a single sock, a lid to your tub of wares, or your mind. So you have to be careful and make sure you do idiot checks, okay? Everyone raise your hand.
Oh, I can't say that. Dub.
All right.
V puts her hand back down. But she notices that no one else put their hand up. That's the only reason why.
V and Petunia were the only two to raise your hand.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
You take 12 points of psychic damage.
Ow!
What the fuck?
Your charisma score becomes a 1.
Oh, it's already.
It's already.
You cannot.
No. Your big number becomes a 1.
Yeah.
Like you have a 1 in charisma.
That's a negative 5?
You were stacked.
It's
I think
divided by 10, or minus 10 divided by 2 rounded down.
Hold on, you're not typing anything.
Is the formula?
That's math.
More stuff.
Wait. What's the math again? If it's a 0, it's a minus
intelligence.
what?
Yeah, your intelligence and charisma become a 1. You can't cast spells, activate magic items.
Understand language or communicate in any intelligible way.
So Harold is no different.
However,
Harold didn't raise his hand.
I think I want to play on this
Yeah.
and have 3 people able to understand each other because you can all speak gibberish and 3 people cannot.
So V,
that
Harold,
is
and Petunia
awesome.
can all
V and
understand
Petunia
each
now
other?
understand Harold perfectly.
Yep, everybody else just hears the 3 of them when they talk. You just hear gibberty jabberty. But
Amazing.
Oh
yeah,
no.
V and Petunia, intelligence and charisma are a 1 now. And you can identify friends from foe, follow them and protect them, but you were basically, your mind is very feeble.
Are we basically like, do we appear when we communicate to each other like kind of like cavemen to everybody else?
I would
To Karina,
guess so.
Vinley,
Your
and Seisha?
charisma and
Yeah,
intelligence.
you
is
basically
just-
become primitive to,
Like
you know,
Neanderthal.
And the
Neanderthal.
3 of us
Okay.
get each other,
Yep.
so we're just
Um,
like, yeah.
I will say, mechanically, this one will only last an hour and not 30 days.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Harold's last 30 days?
No.
No.
No, the spell Feeble Mind lasts 30 days.
Yeah.
Jesus
It's a
Christ.
scary spell.
Yeah.
Happy Easter.
And then with that, you hear, "That's for threatening me, you son of a bitch."
Oh, fuck off, piss ass.
Okay. Yeah. Can I try to figure out where he is?
Sure, how?
Perception, listening to where he's speaking from. I'm sure he's not like. I mean, he has to be taunting us from where he can see us if he's like doing stuff to us.
Yeah, go
So I'm
ahead
trying
and
to figure
make me a perception check or with disadvantage.
Can
I'm cool
I
with that.
as well, since I was actively watching?
Ugh, no, I don't think I see him. It's an 11.
Yep.
Actually,
Yeah,
what is my 6?
Yeah, no, it's when the voice is like echoing off the trees, coming from all directions.
10. I'm sorry, 10.
It's very hard to pinpoint exactly where. Like you're like, okay, oh, it's definitely coming from over here. Wait, no, now it sounds like it's coming from over there. Now it sounds like it's right behind me. No, it's not right behind. You know, when you're so.
Totally
Very hard
legit.
to
I will.
pinpoint.
All right. He has to show back up eventually.
What are you all doing as you all see V and Petunia and Harold just start to lose their minds in the Mercantile? I know.
Yeah.
Does any can? Oh no!
Who has
What a
a rope?
sore loser.
I didn't take it. I knew I should have taken it, and I didn't take it.
Inhospitable of him. I'm sure he raised his hand when he said that. I don't see his mind breaking.
He didn't actually hurt them. He did everything but.
But he is being.
He took something.
He's lacking in
without permission.
hospitality.
I don't think he received anything.
He received giggles.
Do I still have hiccups, by the way?
Oh yeah. Gargly Gook and hiccups.
So
I'm just saying, we kill him after this, we gotta press forward.
And a reminder to our upstairs crew: you three can speak to each other just normally now, but the people at the table will not be able to understand you.
this is going well.
So it's like having a bad internet connection.
I can understand you.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh my gosh, you guys, you're talking normal, Harold.
It feels like after pulling an all-nighter and falling asleep on my book instead of studying.
They're all just grunting at each other, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
Oh
they're.
wait, what the
I
heck?
like the feeling of not feeling like brain. I'm feeling foggy.
Okay, let's agree here and now that we never tell V how frizzy her hair is right now.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I don't think her
Humidity.
hair's freezing at all.
Why do they all sound weird?
They don't sound weird to me. I think this guy did something to hurt both of you.
I mean, I'm not in pain.
You can understand them?
I can understand them, yeah. Meanwhile, they hear it still the son of a pig.
I feel like I'm doing
So wait,
study.
they can't understand us at all anymore, correct?
V and Petunia cannot know.
I shake my hands like this when you say that, and I point to myself and give a thumbs up.
Okay, Harold can.
I'm gonna cover my mouth from Harold. So while they can't understand us, I think Petunia's gonna propose to Harold. I just wanted to say that to someone else. Anyway, let's move forward.
I'm going to kind of sidle up to Karina as we're walking.
I don't know. She's acting exactly the way my sister acted before she proposed to her boyfriend.
Oh my god, it's happening. It's happening.
Don't freak out or they're gonna know.
12 babies. It's gonna happen.
Out of everything you've ever done, I really need you to keep it together.
It's just that one friend you don't tell.
And Karina's realizing it. Karina's realizing it.
Okay.
Oh man.
And like, Petunia looks back and kind of points at Seisha.
She's cuckoo. It's the Feywild. It's doing something to her. It's getting to all of us, really.
Are both of you guys doing all this crazy arm hands?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, V turns to Helmutine and goes, why are they interpretive dancing?
I don't know.
That's a weird ritual.
I can't hear what they're saying. I don't know.
They look insane.
Dang it, I don't have
I
anything
think
to
they've
wipe
lost their
Seisha's
minds.
mind.
No, Seisha's just got that look like somebody told her a really juicy secret.
Let it happen, Seisha. Let it happen.
I swear to God, Seisha, if you spoil this...
I know. I need something to bite down on. She pulls the socks out of her pack.
Okay, now she's looking like she's trying to eat her socks. I don't understand.
Oh, I think Karina
And,
was meaning like
you,
she's gone cuckoo. Like, like we have probably...
Yeah.
You,
I think
Yeah,
we're
like
gone
pointing to
insane.
Seisha and doing
That's why we
this.
can't understand them.
I think...
Yeah.
Got it.
What time is it?
socks are
Matter out here so
and
much.
swampy,
Right.
just so you know.
Oh,
Okay.
no, then if they're wet, I don't put them in my mouth.
I mean, you're waist up,
Yeah.
swamp water.
She pulls them out and goes, ugh, and sticks them back in, and then reaches in another pocket and pulls out a little wooden pencil.
She's impersonating her horse, I think. I don't get it.
Okay, we gotta keep moving forward. This was a mistake. I'm just walking.
Okay.
I'll praise horse lips.
Traversing through the swamp, you are bombarded with a myriad of creatures as you get further and further in. It's just an aggressive assault. And it's like gnats and mosquitoes in the humid, deep swamps of the southeast. However, these creatures you face here are much larger and much deadlier.
It's like those clouds of bugs.
The mosquitoes are a pinkish, bat-like flesh vulture creature with a needle-like proboscis that you fought in the bar, the Yawning Portal. This thing is, for Karina, really nasty looking. It is about that big.
She just starts
So
nervous laughing.
Wisconsin mosquitoes.
And it has like these four appendages where there's these tattered pink wings and this vulture-like fur.
She showed it to me.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. The rodents are of unusual size.
I
knew it.
knew you were gonna.
Nearing the size of Petunia with razor-like incisors and hateful bloodshot eyes.
The spiders are the same size and jump from tree to tree, threading webs like tripwires as they pounce upon unsuspecting prey. But the worst is when you come out of the deep water pits from time to time.
Oh no.
You see leeches
I saw that coming.
the size of your forearm that cover your bodies as they drain the life from your body. And you watch as it drains color as well from everything around you as well. What are you all doing to navigate these vermin?
I reach in, pull out the bag of bounty, and I'm going to create a meal. And
I hit it.
Okay.
that's
I stay on top of V's shoulders.
I think it's a comfortable meal.
I hit it.
But as I pull out the food, I reach a little deeper and pull out the salt. And I begin salting the leeches.
Okay.
V hits the bag of bounty.
Yeah, it looks scary.
Yes, it was a comfortable meal. So I pull
I'm-
out a bunch of mac and cheese.
I'm going to wave everybody closer, as close to me as I can. I'm going to grab V by the arm and pull her closer. I don't have to. She can understand what I'm saying. I'm like, everybody close up. And I'm
Okay.
going to wave everybody else to get as close to me as possible.
I think V,
It's very close to you.
yeah, V like uncomfortably close, like
Like very close. And then Petunia's
Someone
on my shoulder,
please
so...
gift that.
God, please.
Please.
So that means she's doing more like this number?
Just completely
You just
disappearing.
vanished. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Ray, you are
There are
just a
currently
floating
6 of us. Okay. Instead of casting invisibility, does anybody else have? I can't ask. Instead, I will cast Major Image to make us look like the largest spider in this place. So big and so terrifying that other creatures would never dare to come close to us. And I'm going to put us in the abdomen of it so that it covers us and it walks at the pace we're walking.
Are we Trojan horsing in a
We are
spider?
major image Trojan horsing.
I love this.
Dustin is here for it.
This is really, really cool. Really good use of a spell.
Also,
on
in
top
a
of that-
moment, I'm gonna like point to a leech on my shoe to Venley and go, "Look, it's my ma."
I'm going to cast it at 6th level so that I don't require to keep concentration.
Oh. You will negate the sturges, the rodents, and the wolf spiders. You can't negate the leeches.
I got the leeches.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm salting the leeches.
Oh, cool.
After they're already attached, though. That's
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah,
problem. So, is there anything you're doing?
Are we
trying
turning black and white?
If they
That's kind of metal.
if they latch on and do enough damage, you
Can I
will.
roll a nature check real quick?
Sure.
If these leeches were to necessarily be asleep, would they release their clamp? Is what I'm trying to
Scientifically,
ascertain.
yes.
But once they're on us, I'm salting them so they drop off. We have to prevent them from getting on us.
Then I have nothing.
Shit.
Okay.
You would need to not be in the water to prevent the leeches from latching onto you. Just
I'm the only one who isn't, if I understand correctly.
Okay.
So wait,
so-
leeches latch on to get blood. Venley, do you? Pardon if this is an invasive question. Do you just have some blood on you?
Let me see. I have teeth.
It's a little upsetting that I don't know she doesn't.
You know.
I think you just
Also to
always
note,
use
for
yours.
Harold's verbal component, you heard him spout gibberish and it still worked.
Oh.
Yep.
You know, I actually don't have any blood.
Don't you have like fingers or body things we could like bait them away?
Oh, I have several corpses in a hole right now. I don't know. They're all zombies. One's still dead, but
Leeches just sort of mindlessly eat. Most of them can't even see for shit. So
Question.
maybe they could surround us.
How are the leeches attaching to me with full plate?
Leeches
If they're that big.
start small, get big. But like not small in size, small and flat.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. I thought you were okay. I
what
thought you
you
were saying
think
they
of
were
as
big.
a leech is once they've engorged from blood.
Yes.
Right.
So
The
they're
description
still
you
the
gave, I thought they were
they're
big.
still the length,
Yeah.
but they're not the girth.
Okay.
like
little eels.
Yeah, I was about to say it's just like an eel.
Yeah. Okay. I hate this.
Yep.
Yep.
I hate swamps.
So I think everybody but Petunia is going to take 10 points of necrotic damage. You'll take half. You'll take half.
And everybody that took damage, please make a Constitution saving throw. You are all close enough to Seisha. You get her bonus.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
So you get plus
Who
3.
all?
So we get her +3 on top of our +3? Or, sorry, I have a +3 in con save.
Correct, yes.
So would it be, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
in addition to your
Oh, thank
Constitution
God.
saving
Okay, so just to be clear, everybody but Petunia took the damage, right?
throw. Correct. Because Petunia
It was
is
how
on
much?
is
12?
like piggybacking on V's shoulder.
10.
Right. It was
Oh, yeah.
10. Okay. Con save.
We get +3 from Seisha?
Yes, +3.
Okay, alright.
And you also can't be feared right now.
V, what'd you get?
16.
Okay.
Harold.
5.
Ooh.
Shit.
Karina.
Dirty 21.
Vinley.
Oh, I'm sorry, mine was actually an 8. Not that it matters.
Vinley.
22.
Seisha.
Dirty 20.
Harold.
This is not your night, my dude.
I mean, Harold and swamps do not go well together.
It is my natural enemy.
It is.
I was gonna be so mad if I failed this though.
Yeah.
Whatever's the
your-
opposite of favored terrain, that's what Harold has.
Yeah. Your hit point maximum will reduce by 10.
Oh my god.
You will gain a level of exhaustion. And you are black and white.
He's not in Technicolor?
Nope.
All of his purple now just becomes a hues of gray.
Yep.
No! Lay on hands for 5 points. Because it's a con save, so my thinking is it may be a poison. Hoping it's a poison. Fingers crossed.
Nice.
Yep.
Leeches with a Z, baby.
Leeches.
Nope, not you.
Leeches or sneeches?
It's considered that.
It is considered that.
Yeah, so with that,
Okay.
you no longer...
The minus 10 to your HP will still remain, but the exhaustion is gone.
Exhaustion's gone, and the color
Oh,
returns
that's
back
the
to
one that
you.
matters. So thank you.
Yep, it was a disease.
Oh, still Pimphasib.
I know, right?
Kebab, Boglin.
I'm trying to keep up, Harold.
I got you, babe.
I'm also a doctor, so can I start like
Removing them, of course.
Yeah.
I like the reminder every now and then that you're a doctor.
Yeah. And also
Dr.
prestidigitation. It's not gonna help much, but I start smelling like off.
A bunch of DEET.
Yeah.
That's
DEET
amazing.
nuts.
I'm gonna come across this table one of these days. I swear to God.
I swear to God.
But
I'll cheerleader lift you.
I was gonna say I'm handicapped. I'll get across this table.
Okay.
Yeah. At moving past these odd, strange, just insect swarms, it's been about an hour of travel. So Harold, your gibberish is fading away, but you no longer understand V and Petunia.
Okay. To note, my major image is also worn off.
Okay.
Got it. Yeah, but that was how you were able to get past the swarm of bugs.
Yep.
Really clever, Ethan.
Yeah, that was gonna be rough. That was gonna be real
really
rough.
clever.
Let's see. That would have been
A lot.
you negated about 70 points of damage.
Holy
Yep.
Jesus.
Because constant swarms.
Love illusions.
But as you're pressing forward, I will say V and Petunia, you two can still understand each other. Words.
All right.
But you start to see figures, corpses now hanging in the trees.
No.
Not fun corpses.
Yeah.
One tree in particular is littered with many like ornaments in a morbid Yule tree style, strung up like dolls in different limbs and unnatural, unsettling poses. Other bodies strung up on pikes of twisting, demented branches of razor vine. Some of them stuffed with hay and straw, and others with the street trash of urban cities, filling their open and exposed bowels like a macabre scarecrow whose faces move and twitch from the movement of rot grubs and maggots burrowing under their skin.
You know, the tree ones are kind of like marionettes if you think about it.
Wandering this area, you were met with the visions of countless putrid and grotesquely looking, sneering elderly women. Every time you look away, they seem to disappear and reappear, instantly relocating, making it hard to discern which is real, which is an illusion. However, they seem uninterested in you, and more so seem focused on the continued harvest and torture of the doomed souls that are too far gone to save.
Are these
Okay,
what
I'm
you all
gonna
were
ask
talking
it
about?
once. I'm gonna ask it one time. What kind of fucked up marionette shows are you going to?
They went to Center for Puppetry Arts once on a bad trip.
Fair.
I would like to ask if doing this is a good idea.
Doing what? Walking?
Going further in here and looking for grandmother.
We're already here.
Yeah, but
There is no going back.
I'm having misgivings.
Venley, we can go back.
Yeah.
You all see, like, there's green hags, there's sea hags, there's Bure hags, dusk hags. The only ones you don't see are night hags.
So is it looking like a Red Hat Society right now?
Purple hat.
So basically, no one else can
thought they were
understand
red hat.
but
There's also purple.
Continues going, and that's
They're
a
red
green
and
hag,
purple.
that's a sea hag, that's a that hag, that's a that hag, that's a that hag.
It just sounds like.
He pretends to follow along and goes,
Hey, Petunia,
uh-huh.
you can't recognize any of these. These
Oh,
are
I
these.
can't. Never mind then.
They're
So
just
I'm just saying,
figures.
and that's blue.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, Petunia's dumb. We're fucked.
Coming,
Seisha pulls out her
and that's a
notebook.
deer.
And then V's like, oh.
Seisha
Okay.
pulls out her notebook where she copied Petunia's notes on hags
You're able to
and
tell.
begins just cramming.
Yeah.
These are people
Just gonna pull that up real quick.
who
Oh, this is what you meant when you said hags.
Yeah.
I thought, I'm going to be honest, I thought you were all being rude about some old lady's looks.
No, they're
Oh, that's believable.
And a lot of these are extremely grotesque.
fae.
We didn't really have exactly this where I'm from. We had the one, and she kind of, kids get off my lawn. That was about it.
Oh.
But she was in like a chicken house, like a big chicken.
Oh. You know.
Funny story.
Uh-oh.
So you know who we're going to meet?
Uh-huh.
She and
got a chicken?
Stories has a chicken house.
Is it like, well, the one from ours is like big and
Yeah.
it's red and white and it's got crazy eyes
Oh,
on
okay.
it.
No, that sounds like a big chicken. This isn't that big a chicken.
Okay.
Is it a man-eating chicken or a man?
But does it have like a little bucket that she flies around in?
Mortar and pestle here.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does the
My
bucket look
players
like?
did this to me.
Deadly spices.
It's like red and white. It's striped.
Okay.
In the lands of Merida.
Trust me, players did it to me and it's been cursed.
I'm here for it.
I'm
Wow.
gonna
Yeah,
cast
where?
a spell.
What are you casting?
See invisibility.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pop that open for the next hour while we're walking through here, just in case there's something we're missing that might be valuable for us to know about in this hag orchard.
Okay.
To back her up, one of my rogue abilities is Eye for Detail, which allows me on a bonus action to do a perception check to spot hidden creatures or objects.
Okay. Using those two together will give you the next roll with advantage.
Hell yeah.
As you see a path that is in stories. There is the children that wander through the wood and often get lost when they stray across from the path.
Mm-hmm.
You see the path of what you need to take, and we need a group survival check. And Vinley and Seisha can roll with advantage.
Everybody rolling survival. I will remind V and Petunia, you have a -5 to this roll, or -5 to whatever your.
Wait, no.
if you're
What's your
proficient in survival.
Is it survival wisdom?
It is
Yeah.
wisdom.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's right. You're not wisdom. Sorry, you're right. It's you're right.
Still
You're right. I'm wrong.
No,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
okay.
Ignore
That's
me.
better than what you rolled.
Yeah.
I have wheel. I just used one
Not that
wheel
it
for
matters.
Venley.
Okay.
Sorry.
I rolled a nat 20.
Oh,
There
that's
is balance.
and so
My
Karina,
lack in intelligence, I make up
what is
for
your
it with-
total?
26.
Okay, Vinley,
With the wheel and the advantage, 10.
real strong. What were your two?
My two rolls were a 1 and a 2.
Nice.
Seisha.
Dirty 20.
Okay. V.
Natural 20 for a 21.
Yes.
Harold.
11.
Petunia.
5.
Oh. The wizards, we give up on this one.
I throw in the towel. I gotta tap out on this one.
Also, you have that advantage on initiative until you use it.
Awesome.
I can't do shit.
Or until I give it to someone else.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, cool. Duly
Cool
noted.
what? Cool what?
So as you're moving ahead, you two notice that you're kind of leaving behind everybody. They get...
Hey, whoa.
What?
Maybe we should tie... I pull out a rope, tie it around my waist, and hold it back, and I walk up to V, and I take her hand, and I put it on the rope, and I do the same to Petunia.
Okay. And as this happens, and you go and like moving Petunia and V's hand on the thing, Petunia still being on V's back.
Yeah. I just don't want her to feel left out.
That's fair. That's fair.
Are we being leashed?
Your minds come back to you, V and Petunia, as it has been in over an hour, and
Yeah.
However, in order to catch up to your friends, you realize you have strayed from the path. And ahead of you, perched on the edge of a broken and fetid rotting log, you all see two identical lithe, feathered, bat owl-like fey creatures.
Twins.
Each of them towers around 7 foot tall and looks like a thin black raven owl bear with a barn owl's pristine white face and large, glossy, vacant, iridescent eyes. They walk on large, taloned claws as they lean heavily on the knuckles of leathery bat-like wings. Both of them tilt their head. Large elf antler burdened heads with the unison as an unnerving smile creeps across their face, stretching from ear to ear, exposing the toothy maw of tightly packed, short, nail-like teeth, like a bunch of children's teeth, all in a singular row.
So they're owls with teeth?
Mm-hmm.
I hate it.
Who are
I
the two
hate
that are in front of
it.
them?
It's like a duck.
Who are the two that are in front of them?
Everybody can see this. They look like these weird fey-like owl creatures. They
Owl
look
babies.
identical. They're moving in unison.
Okay.
Over the connection, I think these are the twins that were mentioned.
And as you say that,
Oh.
we know you are there. We can smell your
Desperation, we can hear your
heart racing. Come.
talk. We
Only want.
to help.
I am
Jerolek and I am
Narrow Jack. We can see.
as you are.
Lost. Return from around the
Bend and you'll get stuck until you're
end. Stick around.
to make a trade and a
Path to freedom will be.
maid. We do not
Wish to fight, but
only want to end.
your plight in
Order for us
to consent. You
must in turn relent.
do
do
you
you
accept?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
And they will exactly like they did.
For player, can you?
Yes, of course. So they
Without the double speed. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, my hearing's real bad tonight.
no problem. They say their names in jest. It's
Narrow
basically
Jack is yours?
I am Narrow Jack. I am.
Jerolek and Laro Jack.
Yes. Which one is?
That's what
Which
I
one
said.
are each of you playing?
It's hard to say. Because
Insight. Which one are each of you playing?
it's legitimately hard to say because one is speaking for the other,
Yeah.
finishing their
Okay.
sentences and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I hate this voice.
It was more the core of what they're asking if we accept. I couldn't
Yes.
process.
A trade. Basically, to
Just-
put you back, to make you not lost anymore, you have to make a fey deal. You can say no and continue to be lost.
Not necessarily to continue to be
You'd be
honest.
lost. Yeah.
Yeah, like you can. It's a yes or no question. Do you accept? Do you want to make a deal with this creature?
An idea that they may like. There's a song I know about 3 ravens. I could turn it into 2 owls instead.
They're going to take it.
I know.
Are we accepting yes or no, everyone?
Is this an everyone question, like we as a group accept making a deal, or individually?
It's the group that's lost. So it'd be, but it would have to be a fair trade.
What do we think the trade is?
They're gonna want something big to put us on the track. I have things I can offer.
It was
I have
this.
names.
I don't know. That's I don't want to
Probably
give
better
anything.
than making a deal with Grandma.
I don't want to make deals. I don't know what to do.
We don't really have a lot of choice here. I don't know the way back.
I could give them my socks.
If you've
I
ever
don't
been
think
to a
you want
tabaxi market, you know how to make deals. I'm fine to make deals with them, but I want to make sure that we have something that's going to be considered enough.
They will find something, I'm sure.
Typically
Hopefully
with
it's
things
not
like this, you have
something
to
we need
offer.
for Grandma.
Yes, we will make the deal, but I want to discuss the terms in depth.
I really don't have that.
Of course, what?
Are your terms?
Going to throw up.
Karina would be better at this, so me as a player, hold on. What you will offer is to put us on a direct, unobstructed, safe path to where are we going?
Grandmother's.
What's her
To grandmother's house we go.
No, more specific grandmother.
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
To the a safe, unobstructed path to
The Baba Yaga.
the Baba Yaga with no tricks or quorum on the trail. Guaranteed safety until full party arrival. None may be split. None may be separated. Every one of us must make it safe and straight away there. And in return, what I will offer, and Karina's going to pull out 5 history books from her world. I will offer you 5 books full of knowledge of a lost world that no longer exists, and you alone will have this knowledge.
I can throw in some smut.
I've got that too.
Responding to that, they
Too,
say,
actually.
I got some fan fiction.
Do all of us have dirty books?
Well, mine's not dirty. It's just fan fiction.
in response, they say, we do not.
Have the power.
Here, only
Grandmother can grant.
that. But we can
Guarantee you will.
be put on the
Correct path unseparated.
for equal trade. We
Will take.
3.
And we'll look to you. Like, look to each of you individually. So, and you get the sense that yours is 1 for the books. Not 3 books, but 3 people must offer something.
Okay. And I will say yes, and we don't hand them anything until we all have something.
I reach into my bag of holding and I pull out a beautiful gown made of gold. And I look at them and I say, tell me, do you like love, death, evil for the purpose of love and the story behind it? Because this, and I hold up Pincheska's wedding dress for the wedding with Ileana.
You see them kind of like tilt their head and then look at each other and then look back at you.
This lovely gown is steeped in history.
Um,
I'm so glad I found my notebook.
I still have the Behir blade, right? Even though I don't use it.
And they look to you and say,
Oh, hold on. V
Yep.
asked a question.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you couldn't hear me.
What did you
We're
ask?
just really low.
Yeah, I still have the Behir blade, even though I don't use it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, so after that, should I wait to see if they accept the dress as an offering?
They seem very interested in this dress. It's not 100% sure if this is going to be the end-all, be-all.
Yep.
Yeah, wait for them to accept or not accept.
Okay.
Well, they're going to have to see all three.
Yeah, they did say 3, and 2 things have been offered so far. I will also say.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they said they'd take the books.
Oh, they might like this one. And I reach into my bag and I pull out a kind of a worn novel, and the corners are dog-eared. This is a book about a man who was 2 people and the same person. It's called Dr.
stop
Jekyll
listening.
and Mr. Hydra.
They stop listening and they look back to Karina as something may have already been offered.
Yep. They already accepted a stack of books. They
Oh,
accept
they want the
more
whole
books.
stack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought they were just taking one. Okay.
No, they're taking the whole
okay, I
stack.
misunderstood.
So, stack of books,
so
address,
V-
and V.
So V kind of steps forward and grabs the Behir blade and goes,
Over the bond, V, Harold can absorb the properties of that sword into his weapon.
As long as he has attunement slots.
what?
Let's just let her do it.
She just stops and looks at Station and goes, should I not? What?
I don't. Didn't that do like really big damage to something?
I can't remember. Katie, the player, can't remember. I'm sure V.
It did not do
the
extra
barbarian
damage.
would remember.
It was a +1 greatsword that did something with dragon sensing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Behir blade is like
that's
a
right.
dragon thing.
I was thinking of her axe. Okay, never mind.
It's
never
like
mind.
you can feel the presence of a dragon with it, basically.
Got it. Okay, never mind.
Anyways, so V comes forward and goes, she's still hiccuping.
No, you're no longer hiccuping.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Oof. All right. That's gonna be a rough speech. So, she comes forward with it, you know, and goes, I don't know how interested in dragons you guys are over here. I don't know if dragons really hang out in the Feywilds. I'm assuming you know what dragons are. Anyways, this is a super cool great sword that I have used a lot, means a lot to me. I don't know how much personal feelings really mean to you guys. I've been holding on to it just because I like it. But you can feel the presence of dragons.
They look at you, they look down at the ground, they look at Karina, they look down at the ground, they look at Vinley, they look down at the ground.
I will lay it. I will fold it and lay it on the ground and say, "It's a 2-in-1. You can honestly probably try and make a deal with Pincheska in the 9 Hells. I got you."
These are
and
more.
then you can tell if there's a dragon there with this.
These are more.
Befitting
hush,
are.
hush.
And then educate that dragon.
Yeah.
Right, so they speak up.
These are more.
Befitting are.
Trade we will.
Accept these gifts.
Thank you.
And they hop down, pick them up, and they take their wings and throw them out towards you, and it is like a just being clouded in darkness Harold, with your vision, is the only one that can see through it. You see the Feywild literally shift around you. Trees move, the ground like shifts. You all don't feel it, but you, Harold, can see through this magical darkness. And in the darkness, you hear... Okay, you can hear them begin to speak, but for you are left in this darkness for so long, you feel that maybe they have abandoned you here. But Harold, you start to see that the shifting lands begins to solidify. And you hear, "We are for real.
We will honor our deal.
To the path we send you to.
Grandmother's house you go."
Okay.
Thanks.
And you all...
You are too kind.
You all feel mud once again. But you are still in darkness.
I can see... Are we back in the swamp?
You are back. You never left the swamp, but you are in a different area of the swamp.
Okay, cool.
You have
so
been...
You didn't just start us back at the beginning.
Correct.
No.
Yeah.
And there is a clear path ahead of you that you can see, Harold.
Yeah.
Okay, I will say, okay, I can see where we need to go, but I'm pretty sure, judging by the way everything looks, that I'm the only one of us that can see it.
I have dark vision.
This is magical darkness.
Okay.
Yeah, he has devil's sight.
Advanced darkness.
It is advanced darkness.
I will
super darkness.
I will look around and I'll say, okay, I need everybody to join hands. Well, that was a stupid thing to say because you can't see each other's
got
hands.
the rope.
So I will get everybody to join
Everybody's
each
holding a
other's hands.
rope.
No, you only
I don't
made
think you
it...
tied the rope around everybody.
No, I handed everybody the rope and
Oh, I
went
thought
to
you
them
only-
specifically.
I thought you only gave it to the two
No,
dum-dums.
no, I got it to everybody and took their hands.
You were in a dum-dum stage.
Yeah.
You're smart
I
now.
didn't know I was dumb.
But no one's tied to
You're
it. They're just
intelligent.
holding it.
You're
Okay.
very intelligent.
I'm the only one the rope's tied to.
Okay, everybody grab a hold of the rope. I'm gonna lead the way, and make sure that you need to hold the rope.
Okay.
If you can tell, I'm pointing at you, babe.
Huh?
It's you. If you
Oh.
can hold, make sure you are also holding. People
Oh,
can't see
did
what
you
I'm
just call me
doing. I need you to
babe?
hold the rope.
Who's
I try to like feel down V's arm to get like the rope, and then okay. I
He
think I got-
hands you the rope.
And then I will take the front, and I will start going down the path, and I will say, I understand that I'm the least trustworthy person here, but there is a very clear path forward.
I'll take up the rear.
I
You
got
are
the
about
solid
midway
middle.
in the center. You are nowhere near the rear.
No, the end of the rope is tied around me.
Yeah, you should probably back up if you... Now you're at the back.
Okay, okay.
I'm
And
gonna
I-
feel to make sure I'm between two tall people, so if something goes wrong, they can pull the rope taut and hoist me up.
Harold is petrified right now because he's like, everybody's counting on me, and I'm a moron. So he's like
No.
really keeping an eye out. Thank God I've got alert.
I believe in you, baby.
Thank you,
I
love.
believe in a thing called love.
I'm keeping an eye. Well, no, I'm not, because it's dark. Never mind.
And about somewhere between 20 and like 15 and 20 feet later, you all find twilight once again. It is
Glad I
still
guided us out of that. That was a close call.
it is still dark, but it is not
Magical
magically dark.
Who doesn't have dark vision?
V.
Not naturally,
I know V doesn't, Petunia doesn't.
but I can fix that.
Hold on to it.
Okay.
As we come out back into that twilight area, as Vinley opens her eyes again, she sees that people are still having kind of a hard time seeing, and her eyes once again take on a crescent shape, but now the green iris has become more gray, and V and Petunia, you both now have dark vision for 300 feet.
Sweet.
Sick.
Nice.
And you'll have that for an hour. As I use Eyes of Night.
And it is. We're good to go. Let's keep going.
And where you are right now is probably the most solid the ground has been. And solid is a very loose term. It is not waterlogged and puddles of like marsh and even deep swamp. It is that of walking through mud once again. Yeah, basically. And as you push
I reach
forward,
down. No, I don't. Never mind. We're in the Feywild.
What do you do?
Nothing.
You sure?
Nothing.
Stop.
I don't do a
Justin's
damn
on the
thing.
ball. He's like, you're doing what now?
Seisha starts to reach down and then pulls her hand up.
And as you push forward on the path, you come across mud. And you can instantly tell it's not the mud you were just traversing maybe 10 minutes ago. As you've encountered, well, some of you have encountered it in the Ardeep Forest and on the world of Abir, and it is most likely sinking mud. But by the time you tell, you already realize you're in the middle of a massive lake. And you all begin to sink.
I hate swamps so much.
Okay.
All right,
What are you all
everybody,
doing?
go ahead and
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
give me strength saving throws. Sorry.
Oh, good.
Do we get the +3?
Yes.
Yes, you will.
Yep.
Thank God, because I got.
I'll actually.
Oh my god.
I'll actually
no.
say that.
I can re-roll one still, right? Because Petunia.
Yeah, that is a thing.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally on you.
I know. I just wasn't sure if I got like a certain number
Yeah,
of those
and-
or what.
Petunia, currently you do not have to make this as you are on V.
Thank
V
God.
is the one who is going to be making this.
Yep.
Uh,
Okay. V, what did you get?
Dirty 20.
Okay. Harold?
It's 10 total.
Okay. Karina?
16.
Finley?
This was a check, correct?
Save.
Save. Okay. Thank God. 14.
okay.
And Seisha.
I am a scholar at heart.
Okay.
Uh-oh. We're going down, down.
Yep.
In our plate mail.
Yep. You. Yeah, I'll start to just like slosh and slop through. Harold and Seisha, it is, I mean, a struggle. Harold, you just not being the strongest of bards. More your strength lies in other areas. And Seisha, your armor just it's almost like a suction vacuum. Both of you get stuck and begin to slowly sink.
Oh.
And we see them.
I got it. Maybe. How far is this mist? Or not mist, but mud.
The mud is pretty treacherous. I will say if you make the save, you'll be able to traverse it.
I just need to know how much further it goes.
Oh, further than 30 feet.
Damn.
Can I
It
mold
will-
earth around
but-
them?
Say again.
Can I mold earth around them so they don't sink?
Would you like to try?
I would like to try.
Okay.
I can cast spells now, so I would like to try. Are
Alright.
y'all within 5 feet of each other?
I don't think so. I'm at the front, she's at the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Save me, Petunia.
It is only a 5-foot cube.
So you can get one person.
Yeah, one person.
Get Harold. I can get myself.
Okay, I will get Harold.
Okay. You can keep it from pulling Harold under.
Yep.
I will say that will affect the DC of things, as Harold can now make the save again, make another strength save, and it will not get more difficult as you were sinking further and further.
That's dope. 11.
Wait.
Is that with the...
That's with the +3.
I am going to Misty Step
Okay.
up to the ground
Yep.
that has been hardened and assist Harold so he gets advantage.
Okay, cool. So, Harold, you try and pull your boots out, and although it has been solidified so you don't sink any further, your boots have been solidified. It's more so like your artificial leg is definitely locked in, but you can roll one more time, as that is the help action.
Okay.
Hey, that's not bad though. Because you're near me.
It was a natural 1, so I guess I'll give it another go.
Yep.
We're chaining these.
It's a 4 on the die.
Okay, switch dice.
He's using
I'm
digital.
not switching dice.
Switch your digital dice type.
Like 9.
No, I don't think that would do it. I have another idea, guys. I have another idea.
Okay.
Just keep the ground where it's at. I just need 10 minutes. I'm sorry. Just 10 minutes.
We can pull you out.
V, come give me a hand.
All right, V goes over.
Y'all are gonna pull my leg off.
I grab his leg.
No, my leg's underground.
I rip it off.
No!
I will say, working together with everybody, like now, staying, almost doing what Karina has been doing, that like just small dance and shift, trying to...
but not struggle.
What is that?
The
Shimmy?
Powder...
That like liquid that you have to run fast enough across it
like
or
an
you sink
oblique?
in.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that's what
It's
called.
cooking. It's a cooking material that I can't... Cornstarch. Cornstarch water.
Yeah.
You move on it, it solidifies, you stop, you sink. So, but working together to pull you out with the mold earth, both softening and hardening and softening and hardening, you're able to work your way through that. And as you're like getting Harold to the like rest of the way out, from that last little just... Seisha, you hear it first, but you hear faint cries and gasps of someone struggling to survive. The breath is labored, and you don't see who or where it's coming from, but you can definitely hear it.
Eye for detail, I'd like to try to spot.
Make a perception check.
There's a very poignant song I would like everyone to know. It's Billy, Don't Be a Hero.
Plus, I think it's perception. Oh, hey, 23.
23?
Okay.
You see an old, frail man that looks to be nothing more but skin and bones. He's covered in dark, pluff mud. The only thing you saw that made him stand out was the small bits of white from his long beard and the white of his wild and desperately pleading eyes as he sees you looking at him, barely hanging on to hope. And he looks humanoid. You can't quite see what that humanoid is, but...
Is he off the path?
He is like...
There is no visible path where
anymore.
you are. You are literally on a lake of mud.
Got it. Okay. How much do we think things might be a trick?
What do you mean?
There's a
It's
guy.
The Feywild.
There's a guy drowning in the mud, and he's
It's Harold.
making eye contact with me.
It's
no,
Harold.
different guy, old guy.
Where?
I'm out.
Do we
Where?
care
Do we
about
save
the old
him?
guy?
I feel like we should save him.
Where?
I can do it from here.
Over here.
I can do it from here.
Wait a minute. I think I got this. Hang on. Let me make sure it gives a visible effect.
Harold,
No,
what
it
is-
does not. Hunter's Mark does not give something other people can see.
I can cast levitate.
Yes, right over there. And I will
Seisha,
turn his head and position it.
and after a moment or two, really focusing in, you can see like the last desperate like little bit of like the tips of fingers and the last bit of a head
As it bubbles and goes under the mud.
Can I see that as well?
Yeah.
I'll cast levitate.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast telekinesis.
Wait,
Got it.
we've got okay.
Levitate only is up and down.
Oh,
Yeah.
But also
but levitate you can save, and you can just cast telekinesis, right?
Telekinesis could move the stuff out of the way so
Yeah.
it can be levitated out.
Oh, okay.
Levitate also Like Harold, I would say with the amount that you were stuck in this mud, being able to go up and down didn't help the fact that like you would have to be able to pull with a force, and levitate doesn't have force. It's literally just.
Loss of gravity.
Yep.
I grabbed Venley's head and position.
Could I instead of casting levitate on him, levitate the mud?
Boat it. What we did in the boat.
Sure.
I can get up to 500 pounds of it.
Okay, then yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, lifting 500 pounds of mud, you're able to see the man fully now as this frail old man just kind of like... I'm not sure if anyone's ever had this experience. I have. When you go into zero grav, you don't know what to do with your hands.
Yeah, yes. Yep. I did a carnival ride once with that.
And he's just kind of floating, and this perplexed look comes across his face. The mud is raising with him, and then he is brought through, and you see this completely drenched.
Yeah, like covered in mud, and it's that like black, almost tar-like mud, but as it's beginning to dry, it's beginning to turn white.
Ooh.
As it's like cracking and drying and caking off, and
Prestidigitation.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And he's like coughing, just bouts of just mud.
I pat his back.
Hover him away from me a little bit.
As you pat, you can feel it's almost skeletal in how frail he is.
You peel away this mud with prestidigitation, and you see a frail old man with deep chocolate skin and a long gray and white beard. His clothes are nothing more but rags, but V and Karina. They look like they could have been, at one time, vestments of a noble or even royalty.
Fuck. I pull out the bag of bounty. So I can use it 3 times in a day.
Okay.
And...
Thank you.
Of course.
What's your name?
I forgot, or I lost it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Perhaps I raided it.
That sounds about right.
I can't remember.
22 insight.
Seems to be telling the truth.
Work.
I hand him, I pull out a wealthy meal.
And the truth is, forgot.
Yeah.
Doesn't know how, but has over time forgotten his name.
Be careful feeding him. Depending on how long he's been starving,
Right.
it could kill him.
I'm gonna go with the simple things, the bread, and a little bit of the goose fat.
He can only do small amounts at a time.
Yeah.
We'll
I've done this before.
Here, let me
do your
drink this
best.
as well. Little vial of a healing
I
potion.
start using the things I learned when nurturing Voss back to health.
Okay. And we'll say with everybody making their saving throws and using the telekinesis and everything, you're able to get off of the sinking mud pit. As you find a little spot of reprieve for this elderly man. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm keeping watch.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of how to word this. I'm checking. Fuck.
Find
it. I'm trying. So you know anglerfish.
Oh.
I'm making sure he's not a lure.
Got it. Make an investigation check.
Okay.
Guidance.
Thank you.
Wait, no.
I can,
Hold on, this is a new spell for me. It's concentration, never mind.
I can guidance myself. And you said it's a what check?
Investigation.
Yeehaw. So that's going to be 22.
22. Does not seem to be tethered to anything.
Okay.
Other people of your party will say, look for a red line of ooze.
Mm-hmm.
But it does not. He does not seem to be tethered. And with Harold looking around, you can easily pick up that there's that feeling of dread, that feeling of being watched.
Yeah, just making sure that he's not bait.
Yeah, but
or
it does
a
not feel
lure.
like
Okay.
there is some other creature ready to jump up out of the mud.
Or even just really that he's giving away our position.
Okay,
Or
yeah.
something where us helping him has just fucked us. She's kind of keeping that like on edge.
Okay. All right.
He heals 9 points, by the way.
It's
from the
9
potion.
points.
Got it. Well, still, that I mean, he's old. Not much of a healing potion can do for that, but he does seem to not be wheezing as much. He is taking the small pieces of bread, and he's doing what, as you see that he has no teeth.
Yeah.
And he is just.
Can I use?
I'm dipping the bread in goose fat to soften it for him.
You were saying V?
I've never used this before, so like correct me on how to use it properly. Would using augury help give like insight, like an omen about like this person?
So you can speak
Or
to your
figure?
ancestors?
Yep.
Get
Which you
their
would,
opinions on it.
you could talk to them basically through your axe, which is sentient and has all
Yeah.
of your ancestors. And you basically ask a question, and you get, is it a good idea? Is it a bad idea? This is a good or bad idea? There's really no in between? Or there is...
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, because like when I was reading the description, it says the DM chooses from possible omens, just wheel woe, both, or nothing.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
What would you...
I mean, I've never used this spell before, so I might as well try it out, see if the situation seems good or bad, I suppose.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast augury.
Okay. And...
What are you specifically looking for?
That's fair. That's a good question. Basically, I'm trying to get an idea if this person is like more of like a threat or like friend or foe, I guess.
Okay.
Trying to get like a vibe check.
I will also say the more specific you are with your intent or question, the more probable the wheel or woe will be, in the sense of it not coming up as both, because there are many instances in the world where it could be both.
Okay.
Especially in
Is there any questions you guys might have for the vibe check of this guy?
Well, he's dressed like a noble, so what was a noble doing out here?
I noticed the fabric too. Okay, so
Maybe the question should be
And
not what.
for clarification, the question has to be like
A yes
something
or
that's happening in the next 30 minutes, and it has to be yes or no.
What if we ask if bringing him with us is a good idea?
okay. All right. Is bringing this guy with us a good idea? She says to her. She's like holding her axe, like talking to it. Like it's like.
I feel like that's gonna give us a shaky answer.
Oh no! Really? Well.
It's already been asked.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have
we
said
We didn't
yeah.
have time.
I didn't
No
think.
one said it was a bad idea.
And you hear the voice of some old ancestor, wise beyond his years, probably one of the eldest Khans, speak to you. And with one word, you get the Goliath word for wheel.
Okay, good. He's good. He passed the vibe check.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe he was like wrongfully banished here or something.
I can't thank you enough for saving me. I thought that was going to be my grave. Nobody wants to be buried here.
No, definitely not.
Not even a headstone. Just
not
quite pitiful.
mud.
Do you know why you're out here?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
That's fair.
They took everything from him.
I'm
How long have you been
wondering
here?
how long he's been here.
I don't know.
Can we call you Thomas? Because we're gonna have to call you something, and I like the name
Wait,
Thomas.
can I?
You kind of look like a Thomas.
Right.
Can I make a history check about this guy? Since I can see royal vestments.
Sure.
And you
I
said
will say the
human?
DC will be high.
Okay.
Oh,
I have
history.
a +7, so don't fuck me.
Can I do it too?
24.
Go ahead, Petunia.
Hey, but 24 is pretty good, so you know. Let's see.
Waiting on this to.
29.
29.
I didn't mean to take your thunder, Ellie. I'm sorry.
No, you're the smart one.
I will say for both of you,
Nice.
Karina, you get that he reminds you of a story you read once. You can't put a name to it. But Petunia, in a different world, in a different time, in a different space, whether it be real or not, unsure, the Feywild can create things. But you think you're looking at Koschei the Immortal, the Undying, a king, a Khan in his realms.
And to you, Vinley.
Can you spell that name, please?
No.
There are about 12 different ways to spell it, but I will tell you the one that we have is Koschie. It could be Koschie as well.
A name you have given me. A name. Thomas. I shall be.
Wonderful.
At least until we find out who you really are.
It's very nice to meet you, Thomas.
Does you say you pronounce it was Kasha?
Yeah.
Does Kasha sound familiar to you?
Can I make a history check?
The history check has already been taken, so with a 29, all she got was a name and a story. There is some people would attribute this man, and at least the legend, the lore, all of that, to that of the akin of being a lich, in the way that liches work, in the sense that his story, the reason why he's known as the Undying, is the same way that the painting guy, Dorian Gray.
Yeah. Oh.
It's like Mert and
And to your, as you say,
I don't know.
You just resemblance.
My name is Thomas.
For now.
Okay.
Vinley is just like,
I'm Seisha.
and Vinley is also in her head screaming because she knows that name from stories. Because necromancer, baby, you study immortal people.
So we can hear Vinley screaming in her head.
No, this is a different Discord channel.
She's way too many alerts going off right now.
She's
Hang
in
on.
voice channel 2.
This would not be in wizarding books as a historically written person. This is literally
This name before multiple
story
times.
books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am unsure of the path you travel. May I join you so I may not sink again?
Yes, of course.
Absolutely.
That is
That's the vibe check.
I'm going to summon Bernie now that we're on firm ground.
summon Bernie in the sinking mud.
We're on firm ground. You
Firmer.
said we are on firm ground.
Firmer.
And if it becomes soft under him, I swear to God, I'm coming across this table.
Firmer. You're no longer in the sinking mud. Didn't say you're out of mud.
Look, if V can walk in it, Bernie should be fine.
It's true.
Vastly different feet.
But her
Yeah, but
weight,
the weight-
her mass is more
You also got
narrow,
my mask
so
on
she's
her.
going to sink more.
Oh,
I
horse's
think
foot
I'm
is
more
this wide.
dense than a horse.
But they're
Hey,
also
hey,
pretty
let's
dense,
stay on
though.
topic. Thank you. The briars and branches, as you begin to move more forward, grow up and out of the swampy water.
Yeah, it becomes more water filled. It becomes less like mud again, and more so just you're walking up to, again, the different varying heights. And Petunia is back on V, as there are times where it comes up to the collar of Karina. But you're able to not be submerged. You could possibly step across the trees if you so wish to not be within waters.
I feel like that would offend the trees. I don't know what's alive here, like sentient and sapient alive, and what's not. So
I think everything is,
I
right?
don't even want to step on the mud.
Well, I mean, maybe they like it.
Let's just keep going.
Step on me, paladin.
Seisha, Karina, and Vinley. I would say mostly Vinley, though. You notice that, for some reason, although the terrain is treacherous, it is not difficult anymore.
Like the terrain just sort of chilled out a little.
Like someone's wanting us to move through it and has shifted it.
Or like we made a deal to get on a clear passage there.
It is hard to say. I will say you all notice that you're not fighting as much. For you, it feels like the path is a little bit easier, even though it is not an easy path.
Yeah, it seems to not be pushing back on us as hard.
That being said, though, you see these briars and branches, increase and become this wall of thorns that seem to block your way. However, what is more disturbing is the skeletal and decaying bodies of people entangled and cocooned into the roots, submerged and drowned. What are you all doing?
Averting my eyes.
Okay.
I'm studying it to see if the thorns are moving, like they're actively working to push people under.
One grabs you and drags you underwater.
Oh.
I try to grab her.
Go ahead and grab. You're basically going to be doing an athletics or
Yeah.
I
Can
was
I
saying, if I
re-roll
would've
Petunia?
Did you roll a 1? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Katie upstairs is trying to say something.
V's asking if she can try as well.
Of course, you can assist. So if
Okay.
you want to roll as well.
All right, you said athletics?
Yes, athletics.
Okay. I wasn't sure if having Petunia on me would slow me down.
No, you're good.
Okay. Okay. That's gonna be a 24.
7.
So with you going and then alerting V will just be closer, and you snatch Vinley up from the water. As you now
Hold her
know.
upside down like a fish I just caught.
She looks like a kid who just fell into a pool for half a second before their parent pulled them out of the pool because they don't know how to swim.
They're doing that.
I pick you up and go, "Are you okay?" And you're just coughing, I'm assuming.
Don't pay attention to the wall. It doesn't like being perceived.
Oh no.
And then she slowly puts you down, shoulders first, onto the ground.
Thank you.
I have an idea.
Can I help?
Hold on. What's your idea, Harold or Ethan?
I'm just gonna attempt. Let me check real quick. I'm going to use minor illusion to make the image of an arm in the middle of the water to see if it leaps up to try to take the arm.
It does not.
Okay, so it can tell the difference between something fake. Instead, I'll cast minor illusion to make a blub in the middle of the water, like a bloop sound.
It does not.
See, this is why you gotta have smart people in your party.
Oh, this may be terrible for you, but I think it'll be fun.
All right, what are you doing?
I'm gonna cast Speak with Plants.
Okay.
I'm a bad influence.
All right.
I'm gonna also not make eye contact because I am autistic. So looking kind of averting. Just. Hello, I am Karina. Is there any way you might be able...
Hello, dearie.
Hi!
It's so nice to hear a voice.
Yours is particularly interesting. If you don't mind... Actually, no, this is Feywood. She would not have said Karina. She would have said Vera. Fixing that.
Okay.
Is there any way that this thing in front of us could clear so we can continue on our way? I'm looking at y'all so I can make sure to read your lips, but Karina's not looking at the plant.
I'm sorry, but I'm the gate.
Well, all gates have a lock. What could be the key?
That's gonna be my sister.
Like, bring your sister here or like kill your sister?
No. You've got to go through my sister.
Oh, so we got to go kill your sister before we can get through this area. Is that correct?
I don't understand why you keep putting words in my mouth.
I'm clarifying. If you would speak with more clarity, I could understand better and be less of an annoyance to you.
You must go through my sister.
Please define through. Is your sister a bush? Or is your sister someone we have to kill or simply have a nice chat with? You're going to have to be specific.
My sister is the sea.
That's a weird metaphor. That's like, my life, my love, my lady is the sea. That doesn't make sense. Please clarify.
Instructions unclear.
Instructions unclear. Stabbed water.
Swim.
We got swim. Okay, is that going to hurt?
How long can you hold your breath?
Oh, a really long time. I'm actually way better than my brother.
Then you're going to be fine.
How long is a long time?
Time works differently here.
Oh, that's horrid.
Mm-hmm. You know, I should have expected that answer. I really should have. Talking with you lot is really just a headache, and people have a problem talking to me. So we're gonna swim through this. So we can't go through this way. You're sending us on a detour. Am I cotton in on?
I will, because this is just something you would know.
Yeah.
You're in water.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, she's more asking like, so we were trying to go through an area, woods went this way. Okay, so this road's closed. We got to swim around it.
No. So they didn't close on you. You just got further and further, and it got more dense and dense until you came across something that was basically a wall.
Yeah.
And there are corpses littered in the wall, in the water.
And so she's asking, does she have to go over?
For clarity's sake, you have to go under the wall. And
under the
swim
wall.
through.
Yep. Okay.
You have to go through my sister. Swim through the path.
Thank you. That was the clarity needed.
Yep. And there are many, many bodies in the water.
All right.
I'm having flashbacks, and I'm not happy about this.
All right. Quick question. Does the water hurt? Do you want to get I don't understand this place quite well. Is this water going to hurt? And then I got to follow up.
It doesn't hurt me.
Oof.
All right. That's a brat answer, and you know it. Are the bodies down there going to do anything?
Consider.
I don't like that it wasn't an instant.
I
No.
feel like answered that.
No. Or not to you.
Got it. I'm for mute. I had a question and that answer
So
changed.
it'll actually say not to you or your group.
Okay.
The royal.
What is your name?
There's no reply.
Okay. You know what? Rookie mistake. That's on me. Shouldn't have asked a name in the Feywild.
me Mother.
All right. Just so you know, that was probably not a good answer for someone like me. I'm going to call you Thorny. So Thorny, we're going to do that. What awaits us on the other side?
My sister.
That's what I thought. All right. Okay, thank you so much. You've been barely a help. Have a wonderful day. We're going to drop speak with plants before it has a chance to retort.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to have to swim under the wall. And there's a bunch of bodies down there. I've got an idea before you panic.
Too late.
I know you like to do that.
I am an anxious person.
I've got to think about it for a second, as if I was checking a rule book. Where the hell is that power? Please tell me I have it prepped. Where the hell? There it is. Jesus. Would you say that invisible, mindless, shapeless, medium force needs to breathe?
What are you casting?
Unseen servant.
I mean, no. It's an unseen servant.
Look, I don't... You two are Fae, so I have to check things.
Do you tell us that it called itself Mother?
I am gonna say so. So that thing, not helpful. Total bitch. It said that we could call it Mother.
That's a hag hierarchy term.
Yeah, I gathered. Since you keep saying Mother of all hags, I figure a mother is kind of a...
grandmother is top. Then you have mother and auntie. Yeah, no, that's a
auntie,
hag
like
thing.
the one you all keep talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
All right. Well, hold on. Let
I
me
start
just grab.
dousing myself with something.
Let me just grab
You
Reginald
open
real
up
quick.
a vial and just start.
So
I'm
the
gonna
next 10
take
minutes.
a piece of string and wood and just 1 second, Reginald, and cast Unseen Servant, and I'm going to instruct Reginald to go down into the water directly in front of us and clear, like push through the bodies to try and clear a little, not like clear the path all the way, but go, you know, the fucking, the cow thing on the front of a train.
Yes.
I want Reginald to be our cow thing.
Cow killer.
Cow killer.
Also, snowplows exist.
I don't know that word.
The first thing that you notice is everybody diving into the water.
Without a second
I need 10 more. I need like 7 more minutes, please.
You have 7 minutes. 7 minutes goes by. What are you doing?
I have covered myself in oil of slipperiness. I'm affected by the freedom of movement spell for the next 8 hours.
Love it.
Would anyone
Love
like
it,
to
love
get
it.
into the hole? Not necessarily the most confident swimmers, but good at holding their breath.
I can hold my breath. I don't want to swim.
Wait, don't you know how to swim now?
Just because I know how doesn't mean I like it.
Oh, okay.
Thomas, how confident are you feeling about swimming?
Can I hold on to someone's back?
You can absolutely hang on to mine.
These old bones don't have what
swim,
they
right?
used to.
Yeah.
Wrap your hands in my backpack like this.
Last time we did it didn't end well.
I
Tell me when
collect
we
my
get into the
rope.
hole. I know. I
How
watched.
dark is it in the water?
Dark.
Okay.
It's not like going in and it's murky, but you can only see like maybe 10,
About
15 feet before it becomes like, it's not like full silt, Like you just,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it is dark.
It's lake water.
Yeah, you can see in dark
Got
vision,
it.
but
Yeah.
it has
Yeah.
murkiness because it's a swamp. So
That, yeah.
Yeah.
Lake water is the
That's
best
a good-
analogy. Yeah.
Give me
Do
the
we
hole.
do we need light?
Gonna make a little
I don't like this, but okay.
tinser's floating disc.
okay.
Yeah, we're both in the hole.
Place the hole on top of it. Allow anyone who wishes to get into the hole to get into said hole. And before I close it, I say, anyone else?
Wait.
How long do we have in the hole?
I think you can't breathe at the whole.
You can't.
You can't
but
breathe
you can breathe
underwater.
But you can't breathe underwater either.
Yeah. And so I'm going in the hole. Station in the hole.
And I can swim very fast.
We can hug if you want.
Actually, why don't you go through and everybody else just get in the hole? Because you can. Or actually, two
Well,
people should go through in
Right.
case you get stuck.
In case I get taken out.
All right, sweet.
Well, and I'm sticking with Reginald so I can tell him what to do.
Okay, so hole. Who else is going in the hole? V's in the hole. Petunia, you going in the hole?
Do you want to hang out in the hole with us, Petunia?
Alright.
All right.
Girl party in the hole!
All right. As the three of you enter into the hole,
I wait until we all seem like we're about ready to go.
I'll stay out here.
Okay.
okay. Petunia will stay out there.
I look for alcohol.
I'm gonna keep Petunia close to me behind Reginald.
And then I'm going to cast Alter Self to aquatic form.
Yep.
Close the hole real quick on Thomas on my back and shoot underwater.
You don't immediately begin to suffocate. Just so you know.
Taking that big deep breath.
as
start
Seisha
suffocating
holds her breath, Harold or V, you're still breathing. It doesn't
it's like a
instantly cut off as you notice V, but Seisha's like holding her breath.
Honestly, that's probably best.
And all right, so with that,
Shark form,
Yep.
Vinley starts going.
all right, Harold and Petunia, I need athletics checks from you.
Great.
And
Before
Karina,
we go
same for you
underwater,
as
I'm
well.
going to turn to you
Pardon?
and I'm going to say, we can do this.
athletics
I'm
check.
going to keep you
Just
safe
one.
no matter what. I
Unless
promise.
you have a
Do we
meeting.
do
And
a
I'm gonna
hold?
get a
Pardon?
Do we do a hold breath check?
Nope, not yet. So I was letting Harold finish. I said unless you were doing something to give yourself the ability to breathe underwater.
Oh, no.
Or swim water or swim speed. Sorry.
Thanks, babe.
Okay.
Become an animal.
You know what?
All right.
It's a decent.
It's all good. What'd you get, Karina?
14.
Okay. Harold.
7.
Okay. Petunia.
I got a 12, but with this inspiration, I got a 22.
Oh wait, guidance. 15.
Harold,
Oh, and you have.
Swim speed and I can breathe.
No, I'm okay.
Yeah,
Can you
and
save
well,
him?
you have Thomas.
Yes.
Harold, you would have been grabbed, but you got that oil of slipperiness, baby.
I'm like a fish. I'm like an oily fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like trying to hold a fish, and like as these corpses,
penguin.
like try or
I don't know why, but I'm so angry all of a sudden.
Harold, for some reason, you just keep like every time one of these corpses grabs you, you look at him, and another one grabs you, and another one grabs you, but it's just like somehow like pushing you along.
Yep.
It's like that tour.
Yep. You just can't hold on, but it's pushing you in the right direction. As you continue forward, those of you who are not in a portable hole, the water starts to get very, very cold. Very, very cold. As you begin to go to surface, the corpses that are slowly becoming more and more encased in ice. And as you go to the top, solid ice.
Okay.
Reginald, can you punch that, please?
It just, you hear a little tapping, but it
I will.
Got it.
We can't breathe, right? Like we are trapped.
absolutely 100%.
How far of a distance is this icy wall here?
You could spend your energy and time looking for an opening, or you could spend your energy and time making an opening.
Metal your leg.
It's a great idea.
Wait.
It's gonna be painful.
What if I hold on?
Or something that you can.
Well, no, Ray raises a great point. I think when she says it telepathically, Harold doesn't think twice. I'll cast. Wait, heat metal might have a verbal component.
Heat metal on his leg.
Well, if we're in the telepathic bond, that means V can hear all of this, right?
But that'll damage.
You're not on the same plane anymore.
Oh, I'm in a different plane.
Yep.
So just me and Seisha, I guess.
Yeah, it's got a verbal component. Instead, if it looks far enough ahead that I can fireball without hurting anybody.
So glad I'm in the hole.
I have guiding bolt. If we want to do that instead.
What?
Guiding bolt.
I will
drill through it.
I will remind Ethan of a new feat you just took.
Oh right! Holy shit!
I love this movie.
You're so correct. If you don't want a guiding bolt, you don't have to. I can cast without using a verbal component.
Oh.
Oh, hey.
Oh, yeah.
As you hear a little song start humming in your ear.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I will grit my teeth and cast heat metal on my foot and push my metal leg through the ice.
Yeah, you do.
That's a great idea.
All right, so you'll go ahead and roll your heat metal damage on yourself, and you'll take that.
It's like Kylo Ren just like sticking it through the door.
Yep. And you foot saber the ice hole.
Oh my god, why do I have to roll so
Saber
good?
the ice hole.
We miss
I gotta
you,
write
Abe.
that down.
Miss you,
I took
Abe.
11 damage from that.
Okay. But without any further rolls and stuff like that, you using that ingenuity are able to cut open this hole enough for people to squeeze through. It is not a large hole.
As I burst through the water, I say out loud, I'm the last one through. As I come out, I'm like, is that what I do to people? Fuck, that hurts!
I'm gonna healing word Harold.
All right,
I'm gonna pop up, slam down the hole as I climb out of the water.
And as you're climbing out of this water, it does not feel solid.
No, shit,
you are pushing against mud, but you feel your torso squeezing out of ice, and you look upon a marshland.
Swear to God.
Dead trees. There isn't around you. This is almost like a glade, but it's a glade of widowmakers.
And as you unravel the portable hole and open it up to where the other two can climb out.
Yep, he pops out.
Yep.
He looks around and goes, "The fuck?
And
How did we end up here?"
as everybody makes your way, you can see there are pockets of water, pools surrounding fallen, rotting trees, and just tall grass patches and just boggy-like ground.
The pool's all covered in that like vibrant green scum. And in the center of the glade is the back of an old, rotting house. And that is where we're going to take a break.
Oh no.
And we're back.
Welcome. The party has traversed pretty far into the Mercandraw. There's been trials, tribulations, some friends, some foes, some bugs, some woes.
A lot of ridiculousness.
Yep. Some feeble-mindedness.
Yep.
But you now all find yourselves in a marshy glade. And at the center of this glade, there is an old, ratty, hobbled together, dark bogwood constructed house. And there's a thatched roof on top, but it is not clean thatch of like fresh straw and hay. It is this mildewy, moldy moss that drapes over. And although you are looking at the back of this hut, you can see two cages kind of hanging off the front edge corners of the house.
Do we have every reason to believe this is Grandma Mama's house?
You can definitely infer that.
I guess it's time. I'm gonna put on the morbid makeup.
Okay. What does your Fey form look like?
The goblin.
No, not the goblin. No, it did not look like the goblin. My Fey form looks like a dapperly dressed individual who's basically his skin is sort of like the carapace of the back of a beetle. It's slightly shiny. I twist bits of my hair together into thin little lines that stretch along the back of his head to make it look like antenna that are slicked back with my hair. My fingers will, as they get closer to the bottoms, will become darker. But they're still like that shiny kind of beetle carapace on the back. And I think that'll be it. But I look I look like somebody that would. I just look like a bug. It's what I know the best about the Fey world, so I look mostly like a walking bug.
A bug solicitor. Got it.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast Aid at a 4th level.
Okay.
On let's do Petunia, Thomas, and Harold.
What does that do?
Your maximum hit points increase by 15.
Oh my god!
That helps. I'm
Remember,
up
he
to
lost
5
it.
maximum above my normal maximum.
Okay, I'm not mad
15,
anymore.
you said?
Yeah, 15.
He also has.
B wants to stop the group.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
she wants to Stop the group.
I thought you said stab the group.
Yeah. It's
No,
me.
I've
the
played that
hag,
one
the whole time. Sorry. Could you imagine?
You thought it was Voss.
It was Vio Miliana all along.
Vio Miliana.
But it was me. Okay, Vio. Anyways, so
I love you.
anywhoosies, she's gonna stop the group and be like, "Hey guys, this might be the house where the hag lives, or the hag." She whispers. I just wanted to. She looks down at her necklace, kind of muttering to herself, like, "Man, why couldn't it be like literally anything else?" Anyways, I would just really like to give a inspirational speech for you.
This will be
me.
while Harold's putting on the makeup.
And yeah, so I'll be putting on. It's a duo set in progress. He's got to get ready, and then he comes on. All right, so I'm like, all right, so this has been leading up to a big thing this whole time. Remember, forever ago, we just met, and we had a really bad time in the swamp, and we tried to have a better time, but we didn't. So we're here now, and you know what? This time, we're more prepared. We're more knowledgeable. We know way more than we did. Think about your brain and how it was set back when we first did swamps. We first did the hag's house. I don't know if she likes that term.
I think they're fine with being called hags.
And just think about it. We're so much more prepared. We're cooler. We look cooler. References to everybody's outfits. You know?
I'm wearing the same outfit.
And I think we can do it this time. You know, last time was just practice for this time, because now we got it down, because we rehearsed a lot.
That was a lovely speech.
Thank you. And she just slowly is like, okay, and then steps back and just kind of looks down, because she gets public speaking embarrassment every time she does this.
Just remember that every deal a hag makes is designed to make you suffer.
Right, and then everybody gets 10 temporary hit points?
Ooh!
There you go.
Is that what it is? If I remember correctly?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Everyone gets 10.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
Raise the real life Petunia.
I am real life Petunia. I was just trying to plug something, and I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
It's just Alex. It's fine.
Happy birthday.
I'm gonna get muted.
I've headphones on too. It's me too.
Okay, everybody is healed 10 temporary hit points.
Not healed, but everybody
gets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you include the old man in that inspirational speech?
How many
Thomas.
people are here? Because it only goes up to a certain amount of people.
Oh, does it? I can't.
There's 6 in your
I
party.
think it's 6. Yeah, I think it's 6. So I think
Okay.
I would just have it go to the party because I want to
Sounds
include
good.
myself.
Okay.
I'm inspiring myself.
Sounds great. Okay. Now that Harold is in full bug form, what are you doing?
Well, I have no choice but to go forth and make some deals. Gotta do whatever it takes.
We're gonna make deals.
Did you want to fight her?
No, I thought we were just gonna tell her.
Well, we're going to do everything we have to do to make this happen, and I have an idea.
Okay. I believe in you.
I trust you.
Thank you.
And I still have Reginald, I think. How long did it take us to get through under the wall?
You still have him.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because does he last 10 minutes or an hour?
Hour.
Hour.
Oh yeah, you
still
definitely have him.
Okay.
You have your invisible servant.
I'm just gonna kind of
Unseen servant.
hang at the back.
Then I still have Alter's self up, so I'm gonna have a more bestial appearance.
All right.
I feel like we're better off being as honest as possible.
This is my magic. Claws grow out.
Oh, okay.
Are you all heading together?
Yep.
All right. As you start to go towards this hut, you can see movement at the edges of the tree line that is kind of surrounding this meadow, where it gets back into thick, dense forest or swamp. You can see, Seisha, I'd say you see it first, and then Karina and Vinley, and then eventually everyone. Just these large, crane-like birds that just kind of move through, and then as they just look over, you notice that their faces are human. Mouths stretched back, long, thin beak protrudes.
You see like folds of skin like pulled back as like this beak is coming out of their throat. It is long. It's like sticking out like a full person's arm's length as they are just picking and needling their way through the woods.
Yep, you see one like kind of pulling on a worm caught.
It's not a word.
And then it snaps it up, and you see an eyeball with a string strand behind it flip up, and it guzzles it down. Just keeps moving.
Harold, as you move forward, what are you doing?
Well, my hat is going to take the form of, let's see. What's something I've seen they all wear hoods, right?
Not all hags wear hoods. You would have seen that in the forest.
You know, I'll make myself look like a dapper gentleman with a nice big top hat. And then I will take the 2 strands I've made to look like antenna and pull them through 2 holes so that they're resting on top of the hat.
Okay.
Okay, Harold, you're really adorable right now.
Thanks.
It's true.
As you walk towards this hut, it's weird because you know you're walking around it, and it never changes for any of you as well, but it shifts to always be having its back towards you.
After a while of this,
And
Harold,
what everybody would still see the back. You could even make a full round around it and make your way back to the party.
Okay. Harold will pause and look around and will be like, okay, here we go.
Hang on.
And I'd be like,
Harold,
Grandmother, are you there? I wish to have a conversation. It's been a very difficult journey.
Yep.
Is the old man still on your back? Or did you let him down?
If he would like to continue to be on my back, I see no problem with it, but I
Can
can't
you carry him?
I can't imagine he weighs anything.
He less than 100, but it's still carrying around a sack of potatoes.
I am very weak,
Yep.
but I do have
Finley,
alter self.
Put him in the back with me.
In the back?
I'll defend him.
In
the back of the group.
Back.
Put him in the bag.
No, not the bag.
Yeah.
Put the old man in the bag.
So while we can you can maneuver him while y'all are getting ready and V is doing her speech. But you said he's on your back now, Station?
No, he's with me in the.
Oh,
back.
got it. Yeah. And then you would hear this as he.
Your back to the woods, your face to face, come face me.
And you hear as you see not legs, but roots up in themselves and twist, and you hear as wood begins to creak, and you see in the middle these roots of this hut turn and shift before the whole thing towers over you like this massive spider-like creature standing upon these massive roots embedded into the ground. And you see the swinging cages of where there's corpses inside.
You can see from the underneath just almost like shriveled and decayed chicken legs just curled up underneath this hut, which now moves on these vine-like spider legs.
I slowly turn and look at Thomas.
And he just just this frail old man that seems hunched, doesn't seem to acknowledge your look.
How did you know to say that?
You asking me?
No,
No.
I asking
Thomas.
Oh.
I don't know. You helped me, so I thought I'd help you.
Thank you very much, Thomas.
What are you doing, Harold?
I will look up to the building and I will say, Grandmother, I presume, obviously this is my first time in the Merkin draw.
I would like to scope out Thomas. And I don't know whether this would be an insight thing or a trying to see if there's an illusion thing. I am concerned Thomas is Baba Yaga, and we're getting tested.
Okay.
Or played with?
I will tell you it is not an illusion, so that would be, even if you rolled, you would not get it.
Okay.
You can roll an insight. It will be a very high DC.
Okay. I would have advantage because I'm trying to see if there's a lie here. Just making sure. $30.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, cool. 30?
Yeah.
Thomas is a fey creature. At least that's what you think. It's the best you could come up with.
Okay. Stay back here with me, Thomas. We'll keep you safe. And over the link, just so everyone knows, I'm like 99% sure Thomas is fey. I'm a little concerned that Thomas is Baba Yaga in disguise.
But my ancestors said he was cool.
That may be
They
so.
said
He
it
may
was
be
good
cool,
for
but
us.
his
They said it
nature
was
just may
good
be
for us
fey.
to bring him.
But that doesn't mean he's Baba Yaga in disguise.
I know. I know.
Because I feel like my ancestors would like maybe pick up on that level of
But
like.
here's what I'm thinking. We're being tested by Baba Yaga, and if we hadn't gotten Thomas out of the mud and we hadn't brought Thomas with us to keep them safe, we could be failing Baba Yaga's test. So bringing him with us was the right thing to do.
Okay.
I could be completely wrong, but I am 99% sure he's
Man.
fey.
That's a lot of insight from some spirits. If it's that complicated.
That's also a surprisingly good-natured test from her.
Well, sometimes she helps, sometimes she hurts.
True.
And Harold, with your exclamation out into the glade towards this house, it steps forward a little and lowers itself. You hear the creaking groan. As almost this house is a creature itself. And the door opens.
With this, like, ear-piercing creak. Just...
You hear...
Around, it keeps creaking.
You hear a reply, or someone speaking to you from the darkness.
I am Baba Yaga. Hello, what brings you to my festering abode? Do you come here of your own free will, or did the Archfey of Changing send you?
I see you read me right away. No, this is my own free will. I did make a deal a long time ago with these people around me in order to all come together and see you to speak with you. Also, I want to make a note. I am working extremely hard to never lie.
Okay. You can
I
bend
have made a
traits.
deal with all these people.
Yep.
You answered one question, but not my first. What brings you to my festering abode?
Well, we've been made aware that there is a hag who is going against the very nature of what it is to be one, and we wanted to make you aware of that situation. A certain Auntie Agnes.
You're saying one of my children has turned against me, or her own ways I have blessed her with.
That's what I believe is true, yes. You see, she has allied herself with a very dangerous elder evil. And we're hoping that by bringing you this information, you may be able to set things a little right, and maybe it is our understanding that there is a large book. And we were hoping to perhaps have her name stricken from that book. No more, no less.
You fake creature, you come to me and ask so boldly. You are either bold in spirit or stupid.
I've been called both many a time.
Honored grandmother, we brought you this information to do with as you will.
A gift for Baba Yaga. You want nothing in return. You say you want names stricken from book.
Oh, it would It's not something we want, we just assumed that would be the next course of action. But I have no means of knowing what it is you do. I'm just interested in seeing things change.
Much like the one that gives you power. Your archfey. The changing, tricky one. How do I know you're not tricking me?
My word is my vow.
So you want to speak in truth and make our words vows.
Over the
I can speak in truth.
Do we still have the telepathic bond up?
Oh, yeah.
Over the telepathic bond, I'm going to tell Harold, tell her what you told her about Auntie Agnes 3 times.
I will say to her, I will say, if you'd like to, yes. And I will repeat what I said twice more about Auntie Agnes.
What proof beyond your assumed truth from your tongue do you have that she is no longer one of my own?
I have this.
On me.
With this, you hear this thunk, thunk, thunk. Then you see reaching out from the door these long, bony-like fingers, much larger than you were expecting. It just wraps around the edge of the porch, and then the other one reaches out and does the same very slowly, bones popping and cracking on every movement. And you, as it pulls out, and you see this mane of white, wild, almost barely their string-like hair that just falls down around this face that peers out, almost translucent like flesh, so old and sagging.
Face, although sagging, looks like almost you've seen Voss's body. It almost looks like that, but not that she was burned, but more so just hideous disfigurement. You see one eyebrow arched up, and there's this black, milky cataract, and another one that just looks to be like pulled away and scarred. You can see this grin that kind of twists up, a nose that is kind of like smushed flat and up, kind of almost like it has been severed. And when she grins and smiles, you see just rows of dark iron. She mashes together.
Seisha is not trying to hide her fear or her emotions. She is being completely transparent.
Yep. As she pulls out, there's that again, that just scraping sound as she pulls, dragging almost like the lower half of her body, this iron cauldron that she just pulls and pushes up and sits on top of the porch, still inside of it, arms moving up to rest on the side of the cauldron. You can see her flesh, bony, bones protruding out of just saggy, gnarled, pot-marked, mold-ridden just flesh, as she just peers out and looks directly at you, Seisha. And
you were once tied to one of my children. This Auntie Agnes. What a foolish girl you were.
Yes, I was.
And a foolish girl you remain. Seeking me out. nearly gave your entire self in pursuit of knowledge. And that knowledge cost you what? Everything in return. I see your pain. I savor it. How many times must you learn that knowledge comes with a price? All things must be reciprocated in equal or greater weight. However, unlike your petty silent goods, she looks towards you and then towards Vinley and then Petunia and even Harold. I do not give my secrets and wisdom away for free. I will if you can shoulder the weight, so please do tell me what knowledge you wish to know.
Did we want knowledge, or we just wanted this problem taken care of?
She's paying us back for telling her. But there's going to be a thorn in it.
Can we just
Confirmation?
call it a gracious gesture and request no payment?
No.
What about confirmation when it is done?
No.
It seems you have something you want, Seisha.
It needs to be a question that is weighty but irrelevant.
Like the knowledge of her name being stricken from a book after it's done.
No, because that's assuming she will strike the name from the book. We cannot assume she will do anything because she will not appreciate
You're
that.
taking so much time to answer.
Can't we
Are
just-
you all speaking inside your heads?
Yes.
Yes, we did not wish to accidentally insult you.
She kind of sits down and further into this mortar and this iron pestle that she holds, and you can see like wafting around her is this just almost automated, magically automated broom that is brushing around, especially anywhere that she has traveled.
So on an out of pay level, she's asking us to ask a question?
I know.
You have gifted her with knowledge, and I will remind you all, especially Petunia, Fae, especially Archfae, hate
Being in
owing things.
Thomas's name.
That's a great question.
It's a good question.
What about?
I'm okay with that.
There is. Sorry.
You have reservations.
No, if it's Auntie Agnes's name being stricken, what we truly want, could we simply not ask to know what outcome she ultimately decides upon?
I will clarify what she is asking, like, what knowledge can I give you for knowledge and trade. The striking the name would be something completely different. That is an action.
No. That's
Okay.
more. The question would be, could you just let us know what you decide to do about this? That's more what.
That is really vague and could lead to something like her telling us, but the knowledge drives us mad.
I think asking,
could do
instead
that
of
with
I think
Thomas's name, we
name.
should ask Thomas's true identity.
Because it's something big, but in the
I've-
grand scheme of things, irrelevant, right?
I agree.
V?
Yeah.
Is there something else you want to know?
No, I'm alright.
No, you're not.
Ask her if she's been corrupted by the Elder Eye.
If Agnes has?
That's
Her. The woman we are talking to.
No, I don't think that's a
These
good
stories
question.
Very well. Decide
know about that.
yourselves.
I think the name.
Okay.
This gentleman in our company is new to us, and he does not know his name. And we would take that in return.
Names have so much power. The reason he does not have name is because he gave it to me.
That's not true. He has a name.
A name given. I know it is Thomas. The reason why I know is because he is my Black Knight, of course.
Sure. Yep.
Yep.
Very kind.
That was a very
Thank you for the
contested
answer.
Thank you.
And before, when you heard like the creaking and popping of like old man bones, it's now the scraping of plate mail.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now you ask another thing of me. You ask, striking from book, you know this would cause my children to lose power. This is direct attack against my children, although you say in your own truth, and I believe you, that she is no longer mine. What proof you have, and I may strike this name, but what favor this is a grand gesture of Baba Yaga.
Understandable.
She, to clarify what she said, she's asking for proof.
Yeah, you mentioned that you would like a name stricken from the book. She mentioned how powerful and what kind of ask that is. And although she believes Harold's truth, because Harold believes it to be true, that's the way truth works. What is the proof?
What if I gave her the encoded thoughts of Agnes coming through the portal? I know what she looks like now, and I know Hags better than anyone. I don't mind forgetting it. Someone else, if I need to know, can always tell me about it later. This is an insignificant memory to me.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. And so I will
Wait.
I will cast encode thoughts, and I will pull that image of Elder Agnes in the forest
As
from my head. And I will kind of inch forward and be like, this is
as you pull it out and you go like this, moving so fast like a blink of an eye, she is right in front of you, and it's just like
just like sucks it in. And in a blink of another eye, she's back on the porch. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a misty step. It was almost like in that you could see flashes of her crawling, moving, dragging that cauldron with her through the air down to you so quick. It's almost, did you imagine that?
Sort of that realization of how fast she can be when she wants to be.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you see any part, like she crawled herself through the air as it's floating. And if it were to land, you remember it landing on the ground? Or do you not remember it landing on the ground? Because there's no impression of it there as the broom follows behind.
His heart is pounding.
And she just smacks her lips. And just as she does, it's like chewing bubble gum that spans like tar in between her teeth. Black ichor just dribbling down her chin, dripping down as she just savors the memory.
I need you to go into detail about this black ichor.
It's not that black ichor.
Cool. Go on.
It's not silvery.
Okay.
Do I forget it?
Yes.
Okay.
Proof you have given me. I see that she is corrupted, may deal with something else, much like night hags.
She has bound herself to an elder evil, known as the Elder.
I not care for elder evils. I can go to another world.
As she's playing on that memory of what Petunia saw, what the emotion was in that moment, knowing that this is a world-ending threat. Automatically just...
Yeah.
You can go to other worlds?
A child born beyond the stars. A wanderer much like myself. Haunted by questions of past and feeling unsure of future. Yes, I wander worlds.
What if a world's gone?
If world is gone, I not go there, of course. Nothing to go to.
This ability you have, is that something only you can do?
You're asking me lots of questions. What do I get in return?
I'll give you a memento of a world gone that you can no longer go to.
Karina, what you doing?
Please, Karina.
What memento do you want to give, Baba Yaga?
She'll reach in. She pulls out a marble figure. This was the king of my land.
And like this arm stretches out, just wicked fast, grabs it, snatches it from your hand.
Ask question again. What want now?
Is it possible to learn the ability to go to other worlds?
This ability is very dangerous for someone like you.
I understand.
We need to stop making deals.
I know one.
I understand the deal I just made.
Little pipsqueak play lute and she wander world to world, made wish.
I understand, thank you.
Do you want me to strike this name from the book?
Yes.
Very well. What you give Baba Yaga?
I know exactly what I want to give you. I've had it planned for some time. It is something extremely dear to me. A gift.
Mm-hmm.
It is wondrous.
Yep.
It is very rare. It is something you cannot find anywhere else. It is the only one. I guarantee you, it suits your business extremely well. Children will love it.
Do not lie to me.
Oh, I am not lying. Everything I say is truth.
I will also say it. Striking name. Helping in this save world. This big favor from Baba Yaga. I ask something from each of you.
Okay.
You take time. Think about what you want give. What is this magical thing you want to give me so precious?
I'm afraid, Baba Yaga, that if I say it out loud, I'll think twice about giving it, and if I look at it, I'm afraid I won't want to hand it over. It is that important to me.
And then you hear in your head...
You can take something from everyone.
You hear in
Or
your head...
have this now.
Okay, you hear in your head...
Then tell me privately, fake creature.
I consider for a moment, and I think back and say,
I've been burned by hags before, and you being the greatest, most magnificent of them all, I'm worried to tell you. But I can assure you, everything I've said about it is extremely true, and you would want it. You would very much want it.
If I find this lacking or something that I already have or do not want, I tell you now, Bugman, I will curse you.
I assure you, everything I've said about it is true, 100%. If that sounds like something you want, I will give it to you in exchange. My word is my vow. I have not lied to you.
He has also said its value 3 times.
So be it. I want to know what your others want.
I will reach into my bag. It is all 100% true. Lauren Urban, I'm so sorry.
Yep.
I will reach in and pull out my lullabies of lore and set it down in front of her. It is a wondrous item. It is very rare. You can't find it in this world, and kids love it.
Mm-hmm.
All 100% true.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, that's okay. Lauren says it's fine.
I figure if Orkira knew that I was using this to save the world, she'd be like, well, damn. I mean, what can you do, Harold? You did the right thing.
That's great.
And she'll skitter around her hut and basically like crawl. And now hanging upside down, you see the mortar just kind of like almost attached to the bottom of her the front porch, and will again reach more slowly, and you can hear the bones creaking and breaking, extending further and further as her hand and fingers begin to elongate and just pluck this book up and then bring it and set it into the little bowl, the iron bowl she's sitting in, and then like kicks off with the pestle and then like floats and drags it back to the top.
That is one.
I know what I want to give you. And Vinley opens her hands, and she's holding this twisted mass of ribbons that glow much like petunias and code thoughts. She holds it out, and it looks almost like a Jericho flower. And she whispers before this to it, I will find you again. I offer you the memory of someone I love who is dead. I will never be able to bring her back if you take this. Her name was Alina Silvermoon. This is every memory I have of that person.
This seems like a gift for yourself, too.
No.
No. Don't say no. You're trying to rid self of pain. Forget hurt you caused.
Baba Yaga, let me be very clear about something right now. I have been in pain my entire life. I've gotten used to it. I'm not going to give it away to the most powerful hag in existence just to be rid of it.
Dear, you think you've overcome hardships, but you still have yet so much more pain to endure.
Yes, I do.
She's not giving away pain. She's giving away hope.
I'm giving you
She's
love.
giving away much more, but also ridding herself. I will take this. I will take this, but I will leave you.
Seisha, be quiet.
I will leave you with the memory of her death alone, knowing it was your fault. You not know who she is or why this hurts, but you will be left with hurt. But I'll take all the memory you give with it. Isn't that right?
Can we specify you're not giving love?
I'm not giving you my emotion of love, Baba Yaga.
You tricky one. I almost had you. You are very tricky, isn't it right? You like to seed pain.
Pain is fun.
Pain you seed yourself, no less. Isn't that true?
I hurt whoever I want to.
Now you'll hurt your friends.
I have.
You still do a secret you've been keeping from others. A promise made in cowardice, isn't that right, Star Child?
Do you want it or not?
I take this gift.
Toss it up.
Shell's taken.
As she does, like, consuming it, you can see almost this look of ecstasy as she just almost bathes in the memory. And with every smack, you forget every little bit more until all that remains is the memory of leaving her to die at the base of the Black Tower.
She does a little curtsy and is still within visible range, but is separating herself from the group and looking away.
That is 2. Only 4 more to go, and then I strike name from book. Or you could walk away now.
What if I don't care if you strike the name or not?
Why you not care? I can feel your pain, your sorrow, your hate. Your vengeance.
I'll take care of her in my way.
Like you've done so well so far.
I'm growing stronger.
Foolish girl. You know what my knights do.
She looks at former Thomas.
Now standing before you is this 6.5 foot tall, unmoving statue of a man in deep black full plate from head to toe, not an inch of flesh seen.
You can see like the protrusion of sharp blades and pitted metal just covering him. And just in every, like, the pauldrons coming off, there's just these gnarly, wicked, like, fins and stuff, things that every point of there's more crevices and peaks to this sharp-looking armor than there should be. The only thing you see from within the armor are these 2 dreadful red eyes.
I know that it's not certain what they do, that they may be representative of heroes on a journey, or the passage of a mortal life, or that they may be your judge, jury, and executioner.
You are talking about fairy tales until you got to truth. You are right. They are judge, jury, and executioner.
And her eyes whip towards the Dark Knight, as she says the last one. What do you think happens when I strike name from someone who has turned against me?
I honestly don't know.
Would you like to find out?
No, I don't feel like that is something that I need to find out. I am here to give you that information. In turn, you informed me who he is.
So you waste a life memory and a precious totem for nothing.
They are willing and interested.
I tell you already, I'd not strike book unless all give. I could make whole world give for helping save, but I make it just 6. Seem fair to Baba Yaga.
Incredibly fair.
I'll need a moment to think.
Take all the time you need. It means nothing here. The last 3, what do you offer me?
Petunia's kind of idly looking through her bag and honestly seems kind of at a loss. She hasn't answered yet, but she's like as this has been going on, she's sort of just kind of like digging and being like, I don't know what to give.
I can make suggestion. You all are striking in your looks much more than I. Do not flatter me with smoke of buttocks because I know it true. Timeless beauty could be given, ageless wisdom, conditioned strength, youthful limbarness, robust health, or brilliant intellect.
Mechanically, to clarify, she's saying that we can essentially give a stat, give a cripple to one of our stats.
Can you rephrase that?
Yeah, a
detriment,
permanent minus.
Yes, you are correct. A detriment to one of your stats.
Does it have to be a stat we're like specifically proficient in? Otherwise, it won't seem like a gift, like out of play, or could it be any stat?
Could be any. She did not specify who had to give what.
Everybody has to give something.
Look, there's 6 stats. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't need to be the most dexterous person.
Out of play before you make this decision. Out of play before you make this decision. I will say this is rough.
Going down on your
It's not
decks
gonna be a small.
hurts big time.
It hurts your
This
AC.
will not be a small change, guys.
Hurts your AC, hurts your initiative.
I mean, I get advantage on initiative. My
would
initiative's
expect it-
already like 1.
I would expect it to probably be like a minus 8 to 10 at least.
For initiative?
No, to your dex. Like, this is going to be
Yeah.
a big hit. And when you lose dex, you go into negatives potentially on initiative.
I know.
That's how I've rolled
My-
zeros.
My thing is like I'm looking at all the dex stats and they're like skills and they're just not. I mean, I'm already bad at stealth. Like, there's not much.
Okay.
I think I'd be really be losing if I had a really low dex stat.
I will also say that she does seem to be very accepting of very personal, emotionally tied items. Memories,
Yes.
things of that nature.
I know, I just wish I
Over
had
the
an item to
telepathic
give
bond, I'm gonna say to the group, or I'm gonna say to not Petunia because she wasn't there at the time. Give up the gifts I gave you
her.
when we first met.
No. Because we'll lose the things that you were trying to convey to us. Anything we give over is going to be twisted in the worst possible way. Don't give anything like something that's the core of who you are.
Vinley laughs in her head at what you just said.
Yeah, if Harold gives up his bracelet, he'll no longer be a good man.
Right.
So you think that if I give away Karina's gift, then, like, it'll change Karina?
No, it'll
like-
change you.
Like, since the gift I gave you was a symbol of royalty, you would lose your status as Khan.
Oh.
You would be giving the status of Khan to Agnes. Or not to Agnes, to Baba Yaga.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the...
Yeah. Ray, check your messages.
It's Ray Berry. Boo boo doo boo.
I don't know what to give other than my physical attributes.
You could give a memory, but it'd have to be something very powerful. You could give...
My hair?
Oh.
What?
That would
I
be...
would... no.
She said my hair.
That would be permanent.
Hedge magic.
I know.
Hedge magic.
There's going to
it
be a
would be
negative in
permanent.
everything they offer. You're going to have to choose one.
I don't want to make another deal with that.
What is taking so long?
Just trying to figure out the best gifts for you.
Going through the Feywild, you wind up having to give a lot of gifts, so we're making sure that we give you proper ones.
Fey creatures are very tricky, but you walk with one. She looks towards
Yes, of
Harold.
course.
Not a lot of...
We have to have a guide.
I will telepathically speak to people and be like, if there's a powerful spell you're okay with losing, maybe she'll take that.
Okay.
Also a possibility.
Let me see.
Oh.
But I think whoever offers that first, she's not going to take a second one.
No, I know.
I have another suggestion. Possibly help give you options. You give me something from your future.
I made that mistake once.
What? How?
You promise me something or someone.
Oh, like an old style witch, firstborn.
This is similar to what happened with me and Agnes. I promised her knowledge.
I'll be taking one of my children away, so having one in return seems like fair trade.
What about
When she is full grown, of
clairvoyance?
course.
What about what?
I could give the ability of clairvoyance to consult, spirits.
That could cut you off from your ancestors.
No, it's just the ability.
It wouldn't cut her off entirely.
I have the spell clairvoyance.
Okay. Sorry, I misunderstood.
No, I realize now, like, how that sounded. But I was reading it. It says clairvoyance, consult the spirits. It's like the tagline. I could give you this spell.
What spell do you think you have that I do not already have something similar to?
Oh, that's fair.
What does it mean to you? Why are you offering it?
It's a good question. I don't have a good answer for it. You got me. I was trying to come up with a gift that wouldn't really be that detrimental to me if I gave.
I accept your apology.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, that's a gift.
For the transgression.
I'm sorry, it was a light joke. Things are very tense, and I get very uncomfortable when things are tense.
Oh, something is tense. Do you want me to play music?
Oh, no, thank you. You ask for such personal items. That's a tense thing for some people.
Could I give something in addition to negate someone else having to give something?
You want to give something, and then they would owe you? That seems fine with me.
Very well. I have a spell that I don't believe you have.
What spell is that?
Emily flips through her spellbook and pulls out Iron Bones. This spell, that you may or may not have, will make your home even more safe from wanderers trying to get in.
It is a trinket. What does it mean to you?
Safety.
Safety.
Safety for you. You take away the irons from your home and give to mine. My home has no bones.
I look at the chicken legs. But your children who guard your home, they use bones everywhere. They tried to grab us on our way here. Wouldn't it be better if they had the grip?
They are not my children. They are foolish people who make...
I know what I'll give.
wrongful deals. But if this actually means something to you, then of course I accept. One person can take 6 detriments if they want. You take 2. And we'll, like, again, just like right in your face instantly. You can feel it, and it is a fetid stench that you have to like hold back, throwing up in your mouth. She snatches it and just devours it.
There you go. One person does not make a deal.
Galvin, you said you knew what you wanted to do. Okay.
That is 3. No. Now that I tasted, that is 4. You say you have something to give now.
You said it can be something in the future, correct?
If it is something that you will have, yes, but your world is ending, so what do you offer?
I will offer you, for the term of a year and a day in the mortal realm, to serve as one of your knights. Upon my death. My final death. But I can be brought back until my spirit is too weak to cross the threshold again. And you cannot speed that along.
I don't need to be dexterous.
So be it. And she will come up and place her hand upon your forehead, and you feel a curse be etched onto your soul.
Upon your final death, I will have you for a year and the day to have the 4 horsemen.
Oh, I just fucked up, y'all.
All that hollering about ordeals. And you just made
I meant to replace one of the knights. I wasn't.
Nope. Congratulations.
That means we have to kill one of them eventually.
And you
all that hollering.
and you offer
Dexterity.
Dexterity.
And I offer Constitution.
youthful limberness, and in an instant she is on you, and you feel her hand touch you as there's a curse, and you watch her frail body just take on where the cracking and bending of joints and bones just now is more like it's still lithe, but moves more fluidly and smooth. There's no more pain that she's fighting through, and you watch as like V just her form doesn't wither because it's not strength, but you feel that it's a lot more to shoulder, a lot more weight to shoulder, and
V, your dex is permanently reduced to 6.
Jesus Christ.
As a
I forgot how to
mechanical
change
question,
that.
is that permanently reduced to 6 and she cannot up it on leveling up, or leveling up can
she
up
can
it?
she can it's basically takes her back down to 6 if she were to use ACIs and stuff like that to or have magical items and things like that to replace it. Yes.
Yep. Her base dex is now a 6.
It's 6 though, and I gotta figure out how to change that. But yeah.
I can do it for you once we finish.
And this is
Right.
a switch between Petunia and
override
Karina.
score. I think I figured it out.
There you go. Yep, that's it.
Okay.
And just kind of put her hands in front of Petunia and Karina, showing that my 4, whatever math she
A
did,
total of 3.
she said 4.
Yeah, she said
Yeah.
4.
Because she was also counting
The
Harold's
one Harold,
gift.
yes.
So we had 4
So
at that
I'm gonna
point.
step between those two and then put my hands in front of them, showing her that we're done.
Bentley, it's okay.
That's 6.
It's okay.
That's full 6 offerings.
Yeah.
No, it's 6.
Okay.
I don't think that's
She
6.
gave up one. Let's mix it this.
Yeah.
Because Venley would
Okay.
have made it 4.
Something else has
Seisha's
happened.
1. Oh yeah, I'm just saying, and
Yeah.
Seisha's 1 and hers is 1. So
And she
6, yeah.
holds up a hand, and floating into it is this massive tome. You can see that it's just bound in flesh and stitched together. This, and she pries it open, and you can see like sinew breaking as it.
That's fascinating.
And she, and you can see the pages fluttering, and it is as old as time. You can see old, barely hanging in pages start to fade to newer pages, and comes to one that's about, I think it was somewhere between 30 and 50 years old. I forgot exactly when she was turned at Troll Skull Manor. And shows it to you, and with her claw crosses out the name.
There's something you do not know. An extra gift was given to me, and for that I give you one in return.
And there's this, the ground begins to shudder and shake, and you see this like hedge witch arcane sigil begun to.
My knights, I call to thee. 1, 2, 3.
And you see the White Knight, this one in like gallant, resplendent, gleaming white armor the edges of just the paint barely nicking away, but it doesn't look like it's nicks. It's like silvery
Helmet
shine.
feathered with wings coming up, very pure and holy looking.
The next one is this pure, like blood, crimson red, fey almost in design. As you can see, these antlers pouring out from its helm, and it's dripping with these the velvet, and but it's all like made of metal. You can see just commands like red, hateful arcane in one hand, in this massive, not blood axe in the sense of hers, but blood red in the sense that it matches in his entire figure. And you also see the
Black Knight, who you now hear as moves the rattling of chains, and you can see that there are chains wrapped entirely around him, connected to the pommel of his great sword.
And you hear this like squelching, painful squeal of this person being forced into this, but not like an arcane gate or where you call the name, and it is violent. You see like almost like skeletal form that builds in sinew, builds in flesh, builds in skin, and you can see and the hideous laugh of Auntie Agnes.
She'll touch.
There you are, grandmother. Found you.
I hate this bitch so much. And I draw my sword.
That is where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Oh, I messed up!
I want to know why that's.
I don't understand. There was a sixth
I will
gift.
let you know. You will have the aid of the 3 knights. You have cut her health in half. You have cut away all ties to hag magic she has. You have cut away, I have a list. I believe it's half of, if not all of her regenerative abilities. She will still have her eye stuff.
Yeah.
But you have so detrimentally hurt her. It's hard to say what this fight will be.
Hell yeah, we nerfed her.
So the gift that we got is getting to watch her die.
I feel like I just realized what the plot of D42 is going to be.
You not watch her die. You get to aid in her death.
That's what I mean. Like,
no,
the
we ain't
gift,
sitting on
the
those
gift is
sidelines.
like we're making
this
sure it
bitch.
ends.
Yep.
Like we
Of
we
course
get
I'm rolling that
we're
20
getting
now.
her stricken in the weakened state.
You
like,
asked for proof of it being done. She showed you and is now giving you something else. She is giving you...
She's giving us the opportunity.
Yep.
Dope as fuck.
Because if we took too long, she could have just
Because of
rebuilt
the
back
extra
up.
one?
Right.
We're getting her freshly stricken.
Okay.
I love it.
Thanks for watching. Happy Easter and
Passover
and
spring equinox, and
all that.
Ramadan? Is that?
No, it's Passover right now. Ramadan's later.
No, I thought Ramadan's right now.
Ramadan's
Ramadan?
right now.
Oh.
Yeah, Ramadan's right now.
Okay.
Let's see.
Cool. Sounds good.
Snapchat.
So
will let me
many
know.
holidays.
Oh, Ramadan. There you go.
converging.
Ramadan Kareem.
Also that, yeah. All right.
Snapchat tells me what holidays are going on.
Nice.
The ants informed me about Ramadan.
Okay, nice.
But thank you all so much for joining us for this very heavy episode. Hags, the Hag.
Hate hags so much.
And ooh, yeah, let's we're gonna start off next week with a map.
And
doing
I want
great.
it on the record. I said chill touch when she came through.
You did?
I rolled. It's a natural 20. I'm putting that on the record right now.
I saw it with my own eyes.
We
see
can
it.
all see it.
Oh, yeah, it's in the log.
Yep. Love it. All right. Thank you all so much. We will
I love
be...
you, Lauren. I'm sorry. Hitting
Oh, no,
delete on that
Lauren
item
loved it.
was one
Lauren
of those
loved
painful
it.
moments of the game.
It was so good. It was so good.
We do still have Tusk Love, though, so all is not lost.
All is not lost.
All
All right.
is not. All right.
We will see you all next week for the fight against Agnes with the help of Baba Yaga's 3 knights.
Be excellent to each other.
May you always roll with advantage. Good night, everybody.